They're coming to get you, Barbara.
And there's no more room in hell.
All right, and we are live. What's going on, everybody?
Hello.
Happy Sunday night. Welcome, Michelle. Welcome for the first time here on the channel. Everybody knows Michelle. Everybody's used to Michelle on here. She's our resident female Canadian
Woo!
constant guest on the show. She's the one chick into this stuff. But joining us for the first time tonight, everybody welcome Mr. Paul Brooks in the house. What's going on, Paul? Thanks for joining.
Howdy. Oh, thank you so much for having me. Been watching the show for quite a while now, so it's super exciting to be a part of it.
Yeah, man. Glad you could hop on. It's funny, you sent me a message on Facebook. I guess it was after last week's show. You were like, "Hey, man, have you ever thought about doing a Romero-Adjacent type of show?" And I was like, "Well, actually, we've been working on this. So if you want to join, come on." And you're like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." So glad.
Perfect.
Good minds think alike. And of course, I see you got the effects banner going on there, which
Nice.
something tells me we're going to be talking. We're going to be really putting over effects tonight because I had to pull out my effects soundtrack. Of course, the opening music for tonight was provided by the great one and only John Harrison, spilling a little bit of his soul out for everybody on a Sunday night. So yeah, this is going to be fun. We're going to be talking some John Harrison. We're going to be talking some Tony Bubba. Everybody knows I love Tony Bubba. Some Tom Savini, some Mike Gornick, some Bill Heinzman, and yes, even a little John Russo tonight. So if you're a Russo maniac, this is the stream for you. But yes, tonight we're gonna be doing a tier list ranking of not all, but as many of the Romero-adjacent films as we could put together. So it should be fun. Should make for some fun conversation. But I saw quite a few people already chiming in the chat. Everybody was digging the John Harrison. Everybody was getting into it. I was actually watching effects earlier, and that song when they're partying or whatever, and that song's playing. I'm like, that's a fucking funky song. I think I'm going to use that tonight. So I had to pull out my soundtrack and put it on here. Jeff, what's going on, man? We got Down is Up 76. Should be fun. Hope everyone's enjoying their weekend. Hope you are as well. We got Matt popping in for a moment to say hello. Hope you guys have a great show. Thank you very much,
Hey, Matt.
You're doing well. We got Synth in the house. Hey, all cool topic. Busy night lurking in and out. Well, you lurk away, my man, and be careful out there. Be safe. I guess you're probably driving around, exploring, and trying to make a little money. So
Sending some pictures.
Yeah, that's right. But yes, that was great, John Harrison. Yeah, people were digging some of the Harrison. We got Todd in the house. What's going on, Todd? We got Keeping It Horror. John Harrison got soul. You heard? Absolutely. Love him in effects too. I don't know. I was like again. I was watching that again earlier today, and I'm just like, he's like perfect for that fucking role. Just
Which
such a
apparently
talent all around.
I don't think that he was initially, the first choice for that role. I think he kind of fell into it a little bit.
Yeah. Who was originally supposed to do that? Do you remember? I remember
can't
hearing
remember.
that he just was kind of like, yeah, you're the next best thing, and he was just like, all right, I guess.
Oh, he was great at it.
Yeah, I've told him that when I told him that I loved his performance, he was just like, yeah, if you want to call it that, I guess. But like, no, dude, you're really good. But yeah, super talented, man. We got Ed in the house. What's going on, man? Maybe they should have ended Day of the Dead with that song. Yeah, I would have liked it a little bit better, I think, than little Sputsy Sparacino's contributions to the Day of the Dead soundtrack. But what's up, Ed? Let's see. We've got Bonnie in the house. Bonnie, what's going on, Bonnie? Hope you're doing well. I got Grande in the Grande's Graveyard. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Saw Grande picked up There's Always Vanilla t-shirt the other day from the shop.alfaromero.store store. So very, very cool. Appreciate that, my man. Ed saying everyone is loud and clear. Thank you very much. He's our audio technical guide, making sure everything's coming in all right. Appreciate it as always, my man. Got Steven Ustrack Jr.'s in the house. Howdy, campers. Howdy, Steven. What's going on, my man? Cool cat, says Jeff. Cool cat, Paul. There you go.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Downstairs should have had Russo come on and sing a song. Well, we will be talking about My Uncle John as a Zombie later, and he does quite a bit of the music in that, and it's actually probably some of the most endearing parts of that movie, I gotta say. But well, we'll see. Uh, got Horror Rock, dude. What's up, Frankie? What's going on, my man? Hey, what's up, Alpha? Been a bit, and life gets in the way. Absolutely, I get it, man. No worries. Hope you're doing well, my man. You plan on being at Living Good Weekend again? So I'll see you there, my man. But yeah, we got people trickling in saying hello. But yeah, Paul, what's up, man? I wanted to just kind of get to know you a little bit before we get started here, and there was a piece of news that came that popped up here I wanted to talk about too. But tell me a little bit about, you got a YouTube channel as well. Tell me a little bit about your channel, what you do, and I don't know, just a little bit about yourself, my man.
Sure,
Introduce
yeah.
yourself.
No, I appreciate being on the show. I'm an independent filmmaker. I'm a huge, obviously, Romero fan, and all things zombies and Living Dead and all that good stuff. So my first feature film came out last year. It's called Hunting for the Hag. You can watch it on Tubi and all the different streaming services out there. And then I shot my second one in August. Lynn Lowry is in that one, which I was obviously thrilled to have her be a part of the movie.
That's cool. That's cool, because I am a huge Lynn Lowry. Actually, there's a poster back here. It's from the 2008 Texas Frightmare Weekend. It's just the show poster for it, and the only person I got to sign it for some reason was Lynn Lowry, because she was there, and I was just like, well, I got to get Lynn Lowry to sign something. And she signed it, Bloody Kisses, Lynn Lowry, and she's like my 70s crush. Like she's
right.
Like just that period there. Like, wow. Yeah.
Totally
still
agree.
Looks great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow,
and she's still doing, I saw that like a handful of months ago, maybe 6 months ago, she was doing like some sort of recreation of Shivers, like the pool photo shoot from Shivers, and she was like, kissing fans and all sorts of stuff. So she still got it.
Wow. Well, I'd like to see that. I saw she posted something the other day, because I think I follow her on Facebook or something like that. But I forget where I saw it, but I forget what she was talking about. Did she win an award or something here recently?
She won an award, but I can't remember what it was for.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. But that's pretty cool. What's the movie that you got coming up?
So it's called Bring Back My Baby. It's sort of a found footage, sort of in the same vein of like Paranormal Activity and stuff like that.
Okay.
We shot it in August. I just finished the rough cut of it today. So it's on the way, should be coming out later this year.
Cool. Yeah, we'll check it. And you said your first one's on Tubi? I'll have to check that out, because I've been watching a lot of Tubi, like, because that's where you can find a lot of these movies is on Tubi,
Yeah.
So
it's fun to go down that Tubi rabbit hole sometimes.
Except for the commercials, man. This shit drives me nuts. Like,
yeah.
Like, I get it. It's a free service and you got to pay for it somehow. So I guess you got to pay with commercials, but whatever.
Yeah.
But
my YouTube, for my company's YouTube channel, we're called Into the Night Motion Pictures. And we have a YouTube channel that we've been putting stuff out on recently. So if you want to stay up to date with the projects, and, trailers will be coming out soon and all that good stuff, just look up Into the Night Motion Pictures on YouTube, or we're on Instagram as well.
Okay, cool. Into the Night Motion Pictures. I like that. Most people just use films. We can go motion pictures. I like the old school terminology there.
Yeah. So yeah, we're having a good time with it, and like I said, it was an honor to be able to work with Lynn, and in a very small, tiny way, now I'm kind of Romero adjacent, just a little tiny bit.
Yeah. Well, see, like, that was the hard part about putting this list together and try to come up with, like, okay, what constitutes Romero adjacent? Because part of me wanted to put like stuff like Ganja and Hess and stuff on the list, just because it's Dwayne Jones, and it's like, okay, Dwayne Jones is Night of the Living Dead. And I was like, okay, if we start doing that, then we're really gonna have to start reaching out to all over, and we could come up with 1,000 titles.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool, because Lynn Lowry is an icon, man. Like, she's, Shivers, the Crazies, Cat People. She was in the Cat People in the 80s. Sugar
Crazies remake.
Cookies.
I Drink Your Blood.
Crazies remake. Yeah. I Drink Your Blood. Yeah, that's a really underrated one that people don't talk about a lot. But yeah,
I like that one quite a bit.
I do too. There's something I was actually thinking, because I've been working on some different ideas for videos, and I was thinking about doing one for like movies that would make for a good double feature for various Romero films, and I Drink Your Blood, I think, would make for a good double feature with the Crazies, just because of the connection with Lynn Lowry, and it's also a movie about people who fucking go crazy and run around killing people in a small town. So it's like, and it's from that same like era. It's got that grindhouse feel to it. Like, I think it would work well. But I haven't seen that movie in a long, long time though. I have the old Grindhouse releasing DVD of it from back in the day.
No, that'd be a great double feature. I saw that one not too long ago for the first time, and I was really struck by how kind of crazy it was. And the same time period. I think maybe just a little bit before the Crazies. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think this was like, it was definitely before the Crazies. It was right around that time, because it was like Lynn Lowry's first real like genre film, I think. Outside of like Sugar Cookies and some of the stuff she was doing before that. But I want to say it was like 71, 72, somewhere around there.
That sounds right, yeah.
Ooh, I'm knocking over stuff.
Of course, Michelle has it right in arm's reach. There you
Let me look here. 71. Yeah, 71.
I called it. I'm good with years, man. I'm good with years when it comes to movies. But yeah, outside of that, I don't know. Like I'm horrible. I'm good with years, but I'm horrible with like character names and stuff like that. Like I can see a movie 100 times, and if you ask me like what such and such character's name was, I'll just be like, oh, I'll just name the actor and just say like, oh, it was the such and such character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I'm usually pretty good at years as well. Trivia.
That'd be a good trivia game. Guess the year. Yeah, man. Jeff said I love Lynn. She's awesome. Yeah, she's definitely an icon for sure. Okay, sweet, man. I'll see you there, Frankie. We'll be there.
I'll see you there.
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to be there too, Paul.
I'll be there. I think this will be my 4th time. I've been to the mall twice, and then I was at one in Harmony in October. Up by. So that one was really cool too.
Well, sweet, man. God, it's going to be like one big party. I think everybody's going to be there in June.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
Should be good. Where are you based out of? Where are you at? How far of a drive is it for you, or do you fly? Or
no, I'll probably road trip. I got a handful of buddies that are going to come out with me. I'm in central Illinois.
Okay, so you're not that far from me. I'm in southern Indiana. So
right, yeah.
So yeah, it's about an 8-hour drive for me.
Yeah,
it's not too bad.
I live in a town called Normal.
Normal, Ohio. Isn't that the name of that show that John Goodman was in back in the day that lasted for like two episodes?
Yeah, there's a Normal, Ohio. I'm in Normal, Illinois.
Was it Normal, Ohio or Normal, Illinois? Then I'm thinking of the show.
I think the show was Ohio.
Okay, because I remember that show because John Goodman plays like a gay guy in a small town called Normal. I couldn't remember if it was Illinois or Ohio, but I remember that always sticking with me. I was like, John Goodman's going to play a gay dude? That's interesting. Okay. Because I just always knew John Goodman as like, Dan Connor from, Roseanne and stuff like that.
Yeah. He was actually just over here, I think last summer, shooting a movie in central Illinois called Chili Finger with Bryan Cranston and Judy Greer. And some of my friends went out and were extras in the movie, so I'm pretty excited to check that one out when it comes out.
That's pretty cool. I've seen you post some stuff on Facebook. You've actually done some acting, extra work in some various films,
just
here and there. I saw you mentioned one earlier today on your Facebook. What's the one that's coming out on Vinegar Syndrome coming out soon?
Yeah, I have a very, very tiny cameo in a film called Cuddly Toys, which was directed by my friend Kansas Bowling, shot entirely on 16mm film. Amazing movie. There's tons of people in it. And it came out today on Blu-ray on Vinegar Syndrome. So
awesome.
If you're a physical nut like I am, I mean, I immediately bought it. Obviously, I'm biased, but if you're a physical nut, I would highly recommend it. It's an amazing movie.
That's really cool because I've heard, so like I'm aware of Kansas Bowling, but like I've never seen anything she's in. But like I think we're friends on Facebook somehow, and I remember saying she was in a movie about like a monkey or something like that. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Psycho Ape.
Psycho Ape, yes, that's what it was. So like that's what I'm aware of her, but I've never talked to her. I don't know anything about her. So when I saw you post it, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it's like small world after all type of shit.
She's a really interesting filmmaker. She does a lot of acting roles herself to sort of help pay the bills. She was in Murder Size that came out recently.
Yeah, that's another one that I've heard of.
I think that she actually did a movie with Lynn Lowry, but I'm blanking on which one that was because she does, she's acting all the time. But yeah, this particular film, Cuddly Toys, took her 2.5 years to put together, and it was shot all over the country. So big passion project for her. So I'm super excited for her, that the film is finally coming out and everybody's going to have a chance to see it now.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out as well. Because like I said, I'm aware of her, but I don't think I've ever seen anything that she's done. Because I've heard Murder Size. That was another one that she was promoting for a while there. But
yeah,
it's like if you don't know where to look for some of these, sometimes they kind of fly under the radar.
Right. So keep your eye open for me. I'm in the middle of the movie somewhere in a scene with Caroline Williams from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh, awesome. That's cool. I love Caroline Williams.
Yeah, it was cool getting to do a scene with her.
Very cool. What about you, Michelle? What have you been up to?
What am I always up to? Work.
Working, saving that money, getting ready for
working call. Yeah, that's it. Not working this weekend, not on call this weekend. After buying that Dawn posted yesterday, though, I already told Crystal I'll be doing all of her call the week after next. So it's going to be a brutal
How much
week.
was that? I saw you posted. What is that? Oh, you bought okay. I saw the green letter. What was the big thing that you posted that you sent earlier in the group chat?
Oh, I didn't even buy that. That was Jeff Whitehead gave it to me from the Garf table just when I was there. It was just like a big, where it's right here actually. Hold on.
What is it, like a banner?
Yeah, it's like a upside down, I think. It's like, like a cloth John thing. But it's like, I have nowhere to put this, but he's just like, I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, oh, you want that? You can take it. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. I was like, I appreciate it. And I love Jeff and he's great. It was, I don't know how much stuff I brought home from the Garf, but it was all kinds of stuff. I was like, I really don't need all this stuff. I was like, thanks.
It's like one of those things that you can like put over your window in your bedroom if you want to block out the light. If you're like if you're like a stoner or something and you just, you stay up all night, sleep all day, Yeah. I used to have those. Back in the day, my younger days. But yeah, sometimes
I got to figure out where to get one of these Lightning Over Braddock shirts that Michelle's wearing here.
You know where you can get it?
shop.alfaromero.store.
Got it. All over it.
And I feel bad because I think, was it you or somebody that posted a picture?
It was
of
me.
And then
Tony.
And Tony commented, it's like, well, I don't know who's selling these, but I'm not seeing any of the money for it. So I was like,
I didn't say I knew who it was either. I didn't throw you under the bus.
Well, he's going to be at Living Dead weekend, so maybe I'll gift him one, and I have a coffee mug as well. Maybe I'll give him.
Oh, you should. He's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, I met Tony last time I was at the mall for the first time. Had him autograph my Blu-ray of Lightning, and I probably spent 20 minutes talking to him. He's just the nicest guy.
Oh yeah. I met Tony a couple of years ago at Living Dead weekend, and just stood there and talked to him for about 30-40 minutes, and just super nice, engaging guy. And I'm a huge Tony Booba fan. Like, if you watch my channel, like I mention Tony Booba probably once every stream, and any chance I get. So yeah, making a Lightning Over Braddock shirt was just like, okay, I want one of those. I don't know where to get them, so I'm gonna have to make the damn thing. So
I didn't dare wear it when I in October when I went to Braddock with him.
Do it.
I didn't. I was like, no, because they already commented on it. I'm like, I don't dare. But I wore a Martin shirt.
I don't know if you've ever really talked about that on the show. You did get an escorted tour throughout Braddock from Tony Bubba back in June. Talk about that a
it
little bit.
was it June? No, it was this past October.
Was it October?
Because it was the day after the football game. Yes,
that's right.
It was the morning after, because we went for breakfast with Marty, and then Marty drove me to Braddock, and I met up with Tony there. So then he just took me around and showed me all the Martin sites and some of the Lightning over Braddock ones. And it was really cool. We met some of the locals. Like, he brought me around. He brought me to like an art gallery, or like I guess it's like a gallery, bunch of artists where they're working, and brought me to like a glass window place. And it was like, this is odd. Like, just to meet people, the Braddock people. It was wonderful.
Wow.
He's so sweet. I love Tony.
Yeah, I'm jealous about that.
His driving is a little, I don't know, like, he's like, he did drive into the bushes, and I'm like, he's like, I find it hard he said something about finding it hard to drive now or whatever. I mean, the man is in his mid 80s, right? And I'm like,
he's like, what is he, like 81, 82 now? But you wouldn't know it. Like, I remember when I saw it,
no.
I was looking, like, because I was looking up some information or something on him, doing something, and I saw his age, and I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, you meet him, you talk to him, and he's like the most like energetic, like he's like, he does not project as like an 80-year-old at all. So that dude's gonna be around, for quite some time, I think.
Yeah. Somewhere behind me, there is a picture of him and I in front of the Braddock house, in front of the Martin house. Oh, it's the one over there. You probably can't see it.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it's underneath George. Yeah.
I could see it. I can see it.
Yeah. I love that picture. That was so nice. I took a whole bunch of pictures that day, but that was my favorite.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about Bubba some more here in a little bit. We got a couple. One I haven't seen. You've seen No Pets, right, Michelle?
I have. I've seen it multiple times.
Paul, have you seen No Pets?
I don't think I have. I was looking at my Blu-ray earlier, trying to figure out if it was on the Lightning Blu-ray or not.
Yeah, it's not.
I've got
I've never seen it either.
DVD of it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to bow to whatever Michelle's opinion is on that one, because I haven't seen it yet. Which he has it available on his website on DVD for like $24.99, I think, which I've been meaning to grab, but I keep putting it off, and then it's like,
stop putting it off.
I know.
I ordered it before I met Tony, and he sent me No Pets. He sent me, I think, 2 or 3 other DVDs of his other documentaries that weren't on Lightning over Braddock, and a wonderful Christmas card that he wrote and signed. It was really nice. I was like,
what a guy.
That's a personal touch there.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I met him at Living Dead Weekend, he gave me a copy of that We Are Alive documentary that him and Dubinsky did. It's a really good documentary, just about the community trying to save the Braddock Hospital before they tore it down and all that. And like,
oh my God, I watched that. That was one of the ones he sent me too, and I was so disappointed at the end when they didn't save it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what?
Well, I mean, it's like, if you've been to Braddock, you kind of know, because it's like,
I hadn't been
not
yet
there anymore. Okay.
This was my first.
I knew how it ended. It was like the Titanic. It's like, it's going to hit the iceberg. It's going to sink.
I was like, what? No, what?
But it's like, yeah, even though like the ending is kind of a downer and stuff, it's still like, it's a great thing about Tony's films is that it's always like such heavy, kind of sad, because it's all about Braddock and then the demise of that town, and and it's just like, over the years he's kind of captured that, but there's still his sense of humor in his unique style, his unique sense of humor, which Lightning Over Braddock is like full. It's full of his sense of humor in it, but it's still like a very sad subject, which I think is just it's a thing about that We Are Alive thing. Documentary too. It's like, I knew how it was going to end, but you still laughed every now and then because of Tony's odd humor that he incorporates into it. I love it.
One of a kind.
Finish pouring my beer there. Had Paul pop in here a second ago. Paul Farver says, hi friends, just popping in quick, say hi, we'll watch stream later, have a great night. You too, my man, good to see you.
So last night Paul said to me,
Robert, what's going on, man?
Paul messaged me and said, have a great show tonight, and I was like, what? Tonight? Holy shit, I'm not ready. I'm like, I was like,
Yeah,
Paul, oh my
he
God.
sent me a
I said
message
this
too.
tomorrow.
He sent me a message too, and I was like, "Yeah, it's not till tomorrow night, man." But it'll be
I was
it'll be
like,
good.
holy shit. I
Thanks,
said
thanks.
about had a heart attack.
Well, see, like then I started like questioning myself of just like, well, did I put the wrong date on there? And I had to go back and check, make sure. No, okay, March 1st. Okay. Um, it says Paul Into the Night named after the Jeff Goldblum film by any chance?
No, actually, good guess, but it's named after the Julie Cruz song "Into the Night" from Twin Peaks.
Oh, big David Lynch fan?
Almost all filmmakers are. So yes, he is definitely a big
I
influence on me.
I respect Lynch, and I can't say I've ever really gotten into David Lynch, but like I love Blue Velvet. That's probably my favorite of Lynch's films, but it's the most I don't know, palatable one. Although Elephant Man is really good, Eraserhead
Wild
is
at
really
Heart.
interesting. Never
Really
seen
good.
Wild at Heart.
Oh, that's good.
There's a few that I haven't seen. I still haven't seen Mulholland Drive either, believe it or
Hmm.
not. So there's still some I need to
Incredible.
catch up on, but
But Edward, I haven't seen that one, the Jeff Goldblum Into the Night, so I gotta put that on my list. I've certainly seen it on like Kino Lorber's website or something like that, and I keep thinking to myself, oh, Into the Night, I should probably watch that at some point. So I'll get on it.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
Yeah.
Fraggy says, I saw Tony Booba going to town on an ice cream cone in the mall last year. He must have wanted to catch up with some of his pals, even though he wasn't a con guy.
I saw him
Tony.
there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony will just show up every day and just kind of hang out. Which it's cool if they got him here as an actual guest in June for all 3 days, because typically he's kind of got shit going on, and he'll be there for maybe a day or something like that. But I'm glad he's going to be there. Definitely
Is he still in
deserved.
Braddock?
Yeah.
Braddock Hills.
Yeah, Braddock Hills.
We went by his house.
That's awesome. I gotta start hanging out with you more, Michelle.
Right?
All your-
I
all
knew
your cool
nobody 4
friends.
years
Yeah, we
ago.
just-
I didn't know. Didn't know a soul. I was like, I'm just gonna go. I don't know. I think I met Chris Travakis on Twitter, and I'm like, I'm gonna go and say hi to some people that I've never met before. And oh shit, now I got the best friends.
That's awesome.
Great.
Yeah,
Mike
follow
included.
follow Michelle around. You'll you meet some pretty cool people. Didn't you get a message the other day when you were talking to Chris and he sent you a video of Tom Savini saying hi to you or something
Yesterday.
like that?
He sent me a Snapchat of his dog, but I was on the phone with Will, so it was a long conversation. So when I finally got off the phone, I was like, I said, tell Archie that Tonti Michelle says hello. And then next thing I know, I get a Snapchat reply, but it's Savini saying hi, Michelle, because he was they often go on Saturdays with like Marty and that for cigars. So I got that.
I was gonna say,
I got a little video. Yeah.
Aren't they always like him, Marty? Like, don't they all just kind of sit around and smoke cigars?
Sit around and smoke cigars. Yeah.
Savini's in like
doing it for
Savini's in like retirement mode at this point. Savini's just like, fuck it. Like, I'm just chilling. What's up, Matt? Matthew Burrell, what's going on, man? Hello, I just finished reading George's script for The Mummy. It was pretty cool. Yeah, you mentioned that the other day. I've never read that. Never read that script. Have either of you guys ever read his script for The Mummy from the 90s?
No, I don't think I've been to the archive in Pittsburgh, and I've read lots of, that's an amazing collection there, but I haven't read The Mummy.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've always been curious because that was the one that was probably the closest to being. I mean, it was greenlit. I mean, it was the closest one to being made during that time period in the 90s, and just ended up falling through. So yeah, I've never read it. I've always been kind of curious of how different it was. I mean, I'm sure it was a lot different than the Brendan Fraser Mummy that we got, but yeah, I finally finished that independent cinema of George A. Romero the other day, and I just picked this up. Or not picked it up, but picked it back up. I've had it for a while, but Night of the Living Dead by Tony Williams. Matt mentioned this last week in the chat, I think, and I thought I remembered that I had it, but I don't think I've ever read it. So I've actually pulled it out and started kind of started on it, so we'll see.
Cool.
We'll see how that turns out.
Nice.
John, what's going on, man? John Vulo was listening but can't always reply. Popping in to say hi. Well, I knew Vulo would be here tonight. He saw we were going to be talking about Russo, so Vulo's probably been waiting for this moment for quite some time. Talking about Russo's films.
I'm listening to the Crazies, all the score stuff on YouTube that John put together. That's amazing.
Yeah. John's amazing with that shit. I love the one that he did with Jack's wife too. Like, that one was great. Like how do you find? I remember when John first was just like, hey, I found what some of the score, like all the drum stuff from the Crazies. It was like back in June at the Living Dead weekend. He pulled out his tablet and was like, this is it. And I was like, wow, that is it. Okay, you specifically found the drum tracks from the Crazies. Like, I didn't think that was possible. I don't think anybody knew what that was at the time other than George.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, John's a pretty amazing dude. So but I did want to get into this before we get into our rankings, because I'm sure we're gonna really dig in on that. So but before we do that, I did see, I'm going to pull this up and share the screen here. I did see we had some news coming out about, it's the first official announcement, really, with all kinds of specs and stuff included. See if I can throw this up here. The Day of the Dead 4K 3-disc media book over in Germany.
Holy cow.
I was looking at that. How are people ordering it? Because when I checked it out, you couldn't order. It wouldn't deliver outside of like Germany and Austria.
Really, I haven't checked into it yet. I think I saw it yesterday or something like that it had been announced.
Because I was either going to get it like shipped to England and get somebody to bring it over, but it wouldn't even ship there from that.
It wouldn't even ship to England, huh?
No.
I'm not sure. It's pre-order right now, expected to be available from March 20th. So I don't know. I remember I saw somebody post this.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Dawn of the Discs or something like that. I didn't really dig into, because I think I'd been hearing that this was coming for some time, but it's kind of like the first 4K release that's been officially announced. I mean, I know Scream Factory has mentioned that they've been that theirs is coming at some point, but this is like officially up. It's the new 4K version, scanned and restored from 6K. I don't know what the hell that means. From 6K, holy shit. The American 35 millimeter interpositive, which is what they had just recently found. With the never before released open matte version, about 30% more image information, which that open matte version used to be on YouTube, because I did a live watch along of that on Halloween last year, I think. It's no longer on there, so I think when whoever got the rights to it, they had it taken down. But it's pretty cool. I love open matte versions of anything. It's like the Dawn of the Dead open matte version from that Italian box set. Like, that's the main reason I bought that box set and upgraded to a region-free Blu-ray player, was so I could see that open matte version of Dawn of the Dead. Just to be able to see more of, like, the surroundings.
Yeah. I don't have a region-free player, so usually this sort of stuff, I don't know. I'm working on it because I do want one, and this stuff can get pricey
physical
too.
Media.
Yeah.
Oh, the region-free player is the best thing I ever bought.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get on it.
Yeah, it's worth it. You can usually get them for a pretty good price. I think it's 220electronics.com or something like that. That's where I got mine.
Yeah.
This is a few years back. But yeah, man, it like opens up a whole new world of shit that's out there.
Right.
But this is 4K, so this is UHD, and I think UHD should be region free. New 2K scan of the original German cinema reel, longer than the VHS release. German sound resampled. So I don't know if this is just strictly in German. I don't know, but it's
great artwork.
Yeah, it's cool artwork. I saw down
I think
here.
it said something about they were all sold out except for one of the covers.
Oh wow.
Because was that the one that had multiple covers?
Does it have multiple covers? So
There
are
was
these
some
different
over to the right,
covers?
yeah. Or no, that's at Zombie 2.
Oh God, not that one. No. I was thinking of Day of the Dead too.
It says Day of the Dead though.
Well, I think Day of the Dead isn't that Zombie 2 over in Germany?
So there's a regular Day of the Dead, and then there's Zombie 2 Day of the Dead.
I think in Germany it's known as Zombie 2.
I think there's multiple. One of them had multiple covers, and there was only one cover left when I was looking at it, and it wasn't that cover because I like that cover, but it was I think just Bub in a black background or something. I was looking at it earlier today. I don't remember which one.
So was it this one?
That one.
That one?
That was the only one that I could see that was left for wherever I was looking at ordering it, but then it wouldn't ship to anywhere I could get it. So I was like, okay.
Well, I think this is just a Blu-ray. So I don't think this is the 4K.
Okay, it might not have been.
So this
no,
is
it
probably
might not have been
something
that,
that's
but
been
it was
out
something. It was a similar one like that.
Yeah, that says it's on sale.
It's got some pretty cool features on it. Panel discussion with Terry Alexander, Tasso Stavrakis, and Kyra Schoen. That's an interesting group of people for a panel.
Yeah.
So it must be like who they could get in Germany at the time at some convention over in Germany. It's like, all right, all three of you guys are in Romero Films. We'll get you Lori Cardille and Joe Pilato panel discussion. That'd be fun. There's some cool features on here. Like a lot of the foreign stuff I like to get because there's a lot of features that you're not going to get in the US. There's a hidden feature. Ooh, I wonder what that is.
Easter egg.
Tom Savini's makeup effects, German commentary, which I just recently watched. It's on YouTube. All 4 hours of all the behind the scenes Day of the Dead footage that Savini shot on set. It's pretty interesting. It's edition 666, which is
oh my god,
fucking metal. But yeah, so I think that's just a Blu-ray media book, which the Germans love their media books, man.
I think I have a Diary of the Dead one or something back here somewhere.
I have a Dawn of the Dead German media book Blu-ray set. But yeah, there's some interesting features on this too. I did see where was it Mike Ankus and Mark Tierno were filming something for
an intro for it, they said.
Is it for this? Is this what it was for?
Yeah, I think it was for this. He said something about a 30-second intro or something for it.
Maybe that's what this is, the feature at Day of the Dead 30th anniversary reunion or something. No, because Day of the Dead is 40 years now. I forget, man. To me, Day of the Dead is still just that was 20 years ago. Because when I first saw it, it was about 20 years old. That's crazy. But yeah, I saw this go up. So it's just kind of I know that Scream Factory is working on a Day of the Dead 4K, and I'm pretty sure it's not. I haven't read it anywhere, but I've heard some rumblings and in the grapevine that Second Sight will be doing a Day of the Dead set over in the UK at some point. And to be honest, I had Felcher on a few weeks ago, and I was asking him if he had done anything for the Scream Factory set. And if you're familiar with Mike Felcher and the way he answers questions, you can kind of read his poker face sometimes. And he was just like, no, I haven't worked on anything for the Scream Factory set. So that tells me I think he's doing something he's going to be doing something for the Second Sight set, but that's just a guess. That's just me, guessing on that one.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that. But yeah, I saw that and it's just kind of okay, so now the floodgates are going to start opening, because I've seen that with Bruiser. Of course, Bruiser just was announced. Kino's doing a 4K for Bruiser. But I know that too. Yeah, as soon as one 4K comes out in one territory, typically the others follow. So, but yeah. So I just wanted to mention that because that's it's pretty cool artwork.
Yeah.
All right. Stop screen. And we're back. In different order now. Saw John say something cool might be in the works with that stuff. Thanks for the kind words. We'll look forward to it. Jeff says John's like the Columbo for Romero. That's a good way to put it. Frankie says, be careful. There's a chance all the text in the book will be in German. That's how my turbine released the Frighteners. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure because, like I said,
I'm frozen. God damn it.
Uh-oh.
Queen of technical difficulties. There it is. For fuck's sakes.
Hold on. Give it a minute. Maybe you'll self-correct.
I love the expression. Here. Like, nice. I guess it could be worse.
She's faded out. But yeah, I have this German media book of Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, I like that. That's nice.
And yeah, everything in it's German. All the bonus features are in German. So it's like there's some cool shit in here, but it's all in German. So it is what it is. But you can kind of make out what's going on in some of the stuff. And there's some pretty cool stuff in this. It's got that documentary, that Romero documentary that the Germans came and shot while they were filming Dawn of the Dead, which I think is one of my favorite Romero documentaries. Just because it's interesting to hear. Because I don't know, George had like some kind of I don't know, almost like a respect or something for the Germans, where he would talk about his films in a real philosophical way and would talk about them on a different level than he would some of the like American reporters. So it's interesting to hear him talk about Dawn of the Dead as he was shooting it at the time, in terms of like his philosophical ideas and what he's going for in the film and stuff like that.
Yeah, Europe has a very different mentality when it comes to that sort of thing. France, especially, has and Italy has a completely different mindset in terms of like what the substance versus the style and the structure and everything.
Michelle, I think you're frozen forever.
It's so rude.
I've been mooning you this whole time, and you didn't even know.
I know she's.
I've just been mooning you this whole time.
Oh, if only it would have corrected itself right in the middle.
That would have been fabulous.
Like
actually, I was getting up, looking behind me. I'm like, yes, I do have a German media book of diary, and I thought I had I got French Bruiser, but it's not a media book. But all right, I got to figure out how to get out of here and come back. All right, I'll be back in.
Yeah, hop out and jump back in. There we go. I think Russo heard us talking about him. He's here to sabotage us. It says I downloaded the 35 millimeter matte release of Day. If you ever need a copy, okay, cool. Yeah, don't buy it, guys. Just hit up Ed. He's got it. I should have done that. I always try to do that with a lot of the stuff that pops up on YouTube, just in case it disappears. But that's one I didn't jump on when I had the chance. All right, you're back.
Yeah.
I should have come back with my ass in the camera, but anyway.
And don't get us canceled.
No, we are on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, my pants would have been up. Thank you. Anyway, I'm back. All right, here we go. What did I miss?
Catching up on comments here real quick. Frank says, yeah, 4Ks are region free by design, which they've talked about changing that, making some 4Ks not region free, but I don't know if they're actually going to do anything about that. Okay, so Jeff's saying, yeah, the Day has 3 different covers. So you were right, Michelle.
Can I get that in a sound bite so I can play it back to you?
You were right.
At least once a week.
You were right. Media books are sweet. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, I have quite a few of them, actually. Different ones. It seems like a big German thing, though. Like the Germans love their media books.
Yeah, I think I have one. I have a Big Lebowski media book.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a pretty cool one for Clockwork Orange too.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, where's it? I think I still have it.
I still need to get the Bruiser 4K, and I know that Indicator put one out, and I love Indicator's stuff. I have a lot of releases from them from a French filmmaker named Jean Rollin, and
Jean Rollin, yes.
They put out some amazing stuff, so I got to get that Bruiser 4K.
It's really cool. It looks really good. Sounds really good. I mean, it's the best release that Bruiser's had up to this point. But Kino is doing a 4K of Bruiser coming out soon that I know Felsher's done some stuff for. So I'm definitely going to be getting that one as well. Cool. But yeah, the Indicator one, yeah, it's definitely the best that we've gotten so far. Studio Canal also did a Blu-ray.
That's the one, the French one, right?
Yeah, the French
I got that one.
Bruiser Blu-ray as well, which looks pretty cool. But I bought this, and then like immediately Indicator announced their 4K, and I was, I guess I'm getting them all, but as if I wouldn't get all of the Bruiser anyway, because we just had that DVD for so long. It was like, oh my god, anything Bruiser, I'm there, you know.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready to rank some Romero-adjacent films and dig into this sucker?
Do this thing.
Woo!
All right, so here's how this is going to work, everybody. So we've got a tier list here. I'll bring it up, share it with everybody so we can see the tiers. Let's see the tiers.
The tears are from watching all those Russo movies.
Yeah. We'll get into it. So here are the tiers. Top tier, S tier, as they call it. It's perfect, baby, perfect. Or I'll let. Okay, hold on. I got them right here. So yeah, S tier, top tier, perfect baby, perfect.
Perfect.
Nice.
There we go. Perfect baby, perfect. So that's cream of the crop, top of the heap, best of the best, and then right below that, the next tier is called. Its ignorance is only exceeded by its charm, as Dr. Logan once said.
Your ignorance is exceeded only by your charm, Captain.
Which basically the movie it may not be a great movie, it may not be a good movie, but there's something charming about it. There's something likable about it. Right. You're just like, hey, it may not be a masterwork, but I kind of dig it. So that's what that tier is for. Next tier, is this the shit that's supposed to knock our socks off?
Is this the shit that's supposed to knock our socks off?
Captain Rhodes, thank you very much. So yes, this is a film that maybe you had higher hopes for, maybe you were a little disappointed by, or a film that you just watched and you're just like, yeah, it's just this ain't knocking my fucking socks off. So that's the next tier. And then bottom tier, bottom of the barrel, the worst of the worst.
That's another one for the fire.
That's another one for the fire. Just toss that sucker in the fire along with Ben, and we'll be done with it. I mean, this is designated for the bottom of the barrel, the bad, the ugly, whatever you want to call it. I feel like there may be quite a few in that category tonight, but we'll see.
Not to be confused with the excellent documentary, Another One for the Fire.
That's right. That's right. And then, so we're going to choose which films. So basically, we're going to go in order here. We're going to start with Paul, and we'll go down in order, down to Michelle, down to me, and we'll have whoever, we'll have the, hold on. I need a team here because I got too much shit going on here. Let's, all right, we're going to stop this screen, and then we're going to go to the wheel of Romero-Adjacent Films. And here it is. So we're going to spin the wheel, and whichever film that, so let's say Paul goes first, we'll spin the wheel, whichever film that it lands on. Paul will have the final say on the final word of what tier this goes into. But we can debate, we can fight for the movie, we all have a say, but the final word goes to whoever is in the pecking order here. So a lot of good ones to choose from here. So so this should be fun. So Paul, we're going to start with you, my man. Are you ready?
Let's do it. No whammies.
All right.
Big winner, big money, no whammies.
All right. First film tonight. Where are we going?
Ooh.
What does that say?
And it's going to keep running. There we go. Heartstopper, directed by John Harrison.
Well, this is going to be a
1989.
little difficult for me because me and Michelle were talking about this last night. It's one of the only ones that I haven't seen.
Same for me.
Okay.
I've never seen it either. So Michelle, we're gonna have to.
It's kind of in
Bow to
between
you.
Perfect Baby, Perfect, and Charming because I love this movie. Okay, this is
Wow.
like
Insane.
every time I watch it, I like it more. It's like it's my favorite Russo movie. It's my number one on my wish list of Blu-ray releases. Like this is it.
It's got to
Heartstopper.
happen at some point, right?
It's got to because I have bought the DVD.
It's hard to find. That's why I have
3 fucking
I can't-
times. And
I
it
can't
has
even find the
frozen in the
DVD.
same spot. It is frozen in the same spot 3 times.
Yeah, we need it.
Like it's killing me. Which Mike, you'll be getting my spare copy because I threw one in the garbage. I'm sorry, I did. I was like, well, I'm gonna buy it.
Oh,
Well, I
would've
bought
taken
another
it.
one, and I was like, oh god damn it! It friggin' froze again. I was like, fuck. I bought 2 off of eBay, and they both froze in the same spot. And then Mark Tierno and I were going around all over Pittsburgh one day, and we stopped somewhere in Monroeville. And I found it in the wild. I'm like, well, this is it. I bought it
Nice.
again, froze the same goddamn spot. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, so correct me if I'm wrong. Tom Savini is in that one, yes?
Oh, Tom is in it. I sent Mike a video of it, a clip of it today.
Another one
It's
for the fun.
sweaty, sweaty, and he's working out. I love this. He's so
Well, I think
he chews the scenery like he hasn't eaten in weeks, and I love it. I'm here for it. Tommy Lafitte has got like a huge role, like the biggest role I think I've ever seen Tommy in.
I really
as the
want to see
coroner.
this now.
It's
Yeah, I do too. I've been trying to find it. It's not on Tubi. It's not on YouTube. It's hard to find because it's also under the alternate title Dark Craving as well.
Yes, which is the DVD that I have. All 3 were Dark Craving, but it's Greg Besnick, who's of course one of my top 5 Living Dead weekend wish list guests. He's in it, looking absolutely like almost unrecognizable as a punk. I sent you a picture of that.
I was going to say, because I feel like this, to me anyway, is sort of, like kind of factors into where everything's going to go on this list is how Romero adjacent something is, how many friends of Romero are in any of these particular films.
Well, Greg Funk is in it. Like he's actually in it. So Greg Funk is Romero adjacent. John Hall, who's in Midnight, that's Russo adjacent.
That's second cousin adjacent.
Bingo's in it. I love Bingo. Like
Bingo,
in
yeah.
it. Leah Savini's in it. She has a small role. Who else? Pat Logan's in it for a minute. Kevin Kindlin, who's Russo just loves Kevin Kindlin. He was in, and so does Heinzman. He was in Flesh Eater. He was the star of Heartstopper, and what else? Oh, Jesus, he was in another. I was like, oh my god, I watched 3 this week that had Kevin Kindlin in it, and I'm like, this guy can't act worth shit, and I'm here for it. I love it. He's just wooden as hell, and I'm like, I love this guy. I'm like, oh my god, I just want to see what. I'm like, oh, he hasn't really been anything else. Okay, but I don't know what it is. I love that guy. Even Rick Catazone did like stop motion effects for it. Which are awesome.
Wow.
Like I love it. Savini did the effects, which are fabulous. Like I'm just here for it. I loved it.
Well, I feel like this.
So I think it's going to go up into. It's going to go into the. Put it to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let Michelle. All right, Michelle, you have final say on this one. Paul, you'll get the next one because neither one of us had seen this. But Michelle, this is apparently the greatest goddamn movie ever made, according to Michelle. So.
It's not, but it's the greatest Russo movie ever made. Let's. It actually looks like a real movie. Like it looks like he put effort into it. Now the only problem, Moon Unit Zappa is in it, and she's terrible. But if we could,
I was gonna say, didn't it have Moon Unit
she's
Zappa?
Fucking terrible. But anyway, she takes me right out of it.
Who was she? Was she dating somebody around this time, or was it Richard Ritchie? Was she somehow involved with Richard Ritchie? Because I was looking at the call sheets on Creepshow when I had those photos out last week, and Larry sent me the call sheet for that day of shooting, and you see Richard Ritchie in the background as one of the party guests, and on the call sheet it says we have such and such pick up Richard Ritchie and Moon Zappa. So I guess she's one of the party guests or something that was there, but it just had them together. So I was thinking, like, were they an item at one point, or I don't know, but
I don't know. I never heard, and he wasn't anywhere near the crew or crew list on this that I could see. So I don't know, but
well,
anyway,
anybody have any
well.
objections? I know Ed said Heartstopper's charming. Savini is good in it,
It
so
is.
that's positive. Robert says I don't think I've ever even heard of this movie before. Steven says I haven't seen this film yet either, so I'll let Michelle have final say on this particular film. It's also not a coincidence that she's looking amazing in that blue t-shirt today. I'm only human.
Thanks, Steven.
Watch out, boy.
I'd say it's definitely one of the most obscure on the list that we have here.
Yeah, it's just so hard to find. Like, trust me, I've tried. I've always wanted to see it, but it's just not readily available. So
June, you'll get your copy. That's all. Yeah, just don't. Yeah,
Well,
at the one right at the big
can't.
reveal is when that fucking freeze starts. And you're like, but anyway.
All right, well, where are you putting it?
Entertaining. I'm putting it at Perfect Baby Perfect because I've got to. I know.
All right.
It's on
You're
my.
the only one who can have seven. So
on my list, it's like 7 down on my list, but that means that there's 6 more that are going to the Perfect Baby Perfect for me.
Wow.
Perfect, baby. Perfect.
Wow. So we're starting the night off. Russo starting the night off with an S tier perfect. I would have never guessed.
It's the only one of his that's going in there for me, I think. Yeah. He's not even in the next group.
All right. Well, that was unexpected. I remember you saying you liked that one, but I wouldn't have guessed you would have said Perfect Baby. Okay. All right.
Well, because the more I talked about it, the more excited I got about it, and then I'm like, it was right on that. It's going up into the very bottom level of that.
You talked yourself into it. Okay.
I did.
It's cool. All right. So Heartstopper is on the board. It's Perfect Baby Perfect. And I'm genuinely curious now to see.
You're watching it like, this is shit. But anyway. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times now, and the more I watch it, the more I've enjoyed it. So
yeah, Russo has that effect. Russo's films will grow on you like a fungus. So. All right, so Michelle, that was your first one since neither one of us have seen it. So
yep.
Paul, you got the next one. We'll try again here. So here we go. Spin the wheel.
I should be good for almost all of the rest of. There's maybe one more that I haven't seen.
There's a few I haven't.
Well, you're about to get a good one, sir.
Let's go.
The Tor Ramsey classic Children of the Living
I just watched that
Dead.
today for the first time.
You just watched it for the first time?
Yes. I mean, I when you had it or when you had the watch along, you're like, stay up and watch it, and I'm like, so I watched like the first 20 minutes because I heard that, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. Yeah. Once Savini was out, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. But today I watched the whole thing. There you go. You should be very proud of me. I did this for you, Mike. So
bless your heart. I am honored. But what do you think, Paul? You got the final say on this one. What are your thoughts on Tor Ramsey's Children of the Living Dead?
Well, at the risk of offending probably almost everyone in the chat, I have a very soft spot for this film because it is so. I mean, I think probably a lot of people have heard the stories about it, and there was that that panel discussion a little while back where everybody got together and everyone was going off. It was amazing. So in terms of Romero adjacent stuff, this is like, to me, one of the big boys, because there's so many people sort of involved in the making of the film, that are Romero adjacent. That being said, boy, is it a pile of shit.
Bonnie's a fan. Bonnie
I enjoyed it, actually. You know what? I didn't hate it. I went in it with the worst, like the lowest expectations. And I made my friend in the Netherlands watch it with me because he loves bad movies. I said, what are you doing today? You want to watch some bad movies with me? And we both liked it. He liked it more than I did. He gave it 3 stars. I was like, well, I'm not going to go crazy here.
No, I mean, when I say it's a pile of shit, like, I love it. I'm a bad movie aficionado, really. So it's a weird thing because there's so much sort of like hate for it, but like I enjoy watching it. And I know a lot of other people do too.
I'm gonna have to buy it. Like, I'm gonna have to order it.
Yeah. So It's a tough one for me. I'm gonna say, um, I'm gonna go ignorance for it, and if anybody wants to try to talk me out of it, you're more than welcome to.
I would put it there. Mike's gonna talk you out of it.
I'm gonna try to talk you out of it. No, honestly,
is this shit supposed to knock our socks off? That's fair.
That's where I would put it, because I remember when this came out, and I remember seeing it at like a Blockbuster and thinking like, because I mean at the top it says, from the producer of A Nightmare on Elm Street and the creators of Night of the Living Dead, starring Tom Savini and all this stuff, and I was just like, wow, this is gonna be the greatest thing ever, and then it wasn't. You get through the first 10 minutes. I mean, the first 10 minutes of the movie are really fun.
15, the first 15, actually.
10, 15.
We were watching it, and I'm like, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, the first 10, 15 minutes are really, really good. Or not really, really good, but fun, if nothing else. It's the best. Compared to the rest of the movie, it's not very good. The rest of the movie is unwatchable to me. Like, it's just
I just kept staring at Marty's birthmark moving and changing shapes. I was like, that was my favorite. I said if we were to take a drink every time that happened, we would be absolutely trashed by the end of the movie. It was entertaining as hell.
I enjoy it more now because of that panel discussion that you mentioned.
Yeah, right.
And hearing Tor talk about it, and just like talk about what an ungodly bitch that Karen was on that film. And so like the more I hear about it, and the more I'm curious about it, the more I want to find out. I feel like the story behind it is far more interesting than the film itself.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
There's so much lore to it, like the legend of children keeps growing and growing. And I got a soft spot too for what's his name? Sam Nicotero is in it as
Sam Nicotero,
yeah.
As Dusty. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what? Is this shit supposed to knock our socks off? I'm fine with that.
It's fine. Yeah, I guess I could put it there too. But it was definitely not in the bottom. It's not for the fire.
Correct.
It's close. In my book. It's close. Like, I don't think we'd be missing anything if it didn't exist. But like I said, I think the story behind it and just the utter train wreck that movie was, it makes it interesting on some level. And man, the Abbott Hayes, the guy that plays Abbott Hayes, his walk in that is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen.
Supposed to be in slow motion. We were having this discussion as we were watching. I was like, do you think he's in slow motion, or he's just walking like he thinks it will be filmed in slow? I'm like, I'm confused. Yeah, it was enjoyable though. We did comment on the walk actually.
It's one of my, after watching it again with Synth a couple weeks ago, it's one of my favorite parts of the fucking movie now. I remember just like I don't know, I must have blocked it out of my brain from my original viewing, but seeing it again, I was just like, holy shit.
There's I'm trying to remember.
Grande says it's awful. Ed says Children of the Living Dead, his socks are still on this one. So okay, Robert really likes Children of the Living Dead. Nice. So all right. And I know Bonnie's a fan. Bonnie says it's enjoyably bad.
That's what it is.
Bad
it's
is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
There's some YouTube. There's some really good behind the scenes footage on somebody's YouTube channel as well. I can't remember if anybody in the chat knows where that YouTube footage is.
It's I know because I watched it. Rick Billock. He has a YouTube channel, Rick Billock, Billock. He's got behind the scenes stuff from Children of the Living Dead. It's actually pretty interesting to look at.
Yeah. And then not too long ago, I saw that somebody went back to the motel last year, because I think it might have gotten torn down, and somebody went to the motel and did like a tour of it, of what it looked like, last year. That was really interesting to me too.
That's awesome. I love that sort of thing.
Yeah,
I remember hearing about that. Steven says on the bad movie scale, it would only go in this shit any higher, and somebody is on some heavy medication. I think that's fair.
Fair enough.
Since says Children is a beautiful disaster. There you go. Nathan, what's going on? May says it's close. He says, okay. Robert says, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a good movie. So I'm guessing Robert would probably have it in the its ignorance is only exceeded by its charm. So, I mean, it's like right the middle there. I mean, it's pretty split even in the chat. I know Bonnie digs it. Robert digs it. So you have the final say, Paul. Where are you putting it, man?
I think, the soft spot for me comes from the fact that this was one of the first ones that I got into in terms of like sort of exploring this Romero adjacent subgenre. Cause I'm like, oh, it's a sequel to Night, but it's this weird, completely other thing. So that's why I have the soft spot for it. It seems like the consensus is this shit supposed to knock our socks off? So let's do that.
Is this the shit that's supposed to knock our socks off?
All right. I think that's fair. Because I think there is something redeeming about it. Like I said, Savini stuff is fun, and just the story, it's interesting. So I'm cool with that. I guess.
Jerry Gergley was blowing all kinds of shit up.
This is in it as a zombie. So, there's a lot of connections there. So
if anybody from Severin or Vinegar Syndrome is watching, let's get the 4K Steelbook going for that.
Fuck, I'd buy it.
It's coming, man. I specifically asked Felcher about that, about doing a Children of the Living Dead documentary, and he said I would love to. Like, so Felcher's all in for it. So I'm there. I'm there for it. All right. So let's
Mike's turn.
My turn. Let's see what brilliant cinematic masterpiece I get here. It's gonna be something good, I'm sure. It's gotta be. Come on. There we go. Come on.
Woo!
Yes.
Oh no, it's gonna keep rolling. All right, Creepshow 2. I can dig that.
Fair enough.
All right, Creepshow 2. I really like Creepshow 2.
Same.
There are aspects of it that I think are as good as the original. I think Gornick actually does a really good job. I think you can kind of see Gornick in some of the work that he did with Tales from the Dark Side in some of his episodes. You can see that Gornick has talent. I mean, as a cinematographer, he was right there as George's right-hand man for all those years. So he definitely learned some shit from George, picked some shit up from George. I think the score, and I mentioned this earlier in a comment, somebody's talking about the score for Creepshow 2, and this might be unpopular, and people might come at me with pitchforks, but I think the main theme, in my opinion, for Creepshow 2, I like it better than John Harrison's main theme for the original Creepshow. Yeah, I think it's catchier. I find myself humming it all the time. Do 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 do, and the bass comes in. I think it works for what it is. It's more. I don't think it's as comic booky as the original one. It's more cartoony, I guess. Especially the wraparound story, obviously, is a little more cartoon. It's more of a cartoon, but yeah, I've always liked Creepshow 2 from the first time I saw it, and I think The Raft, the story, The Raft,
best
I think.
one.
Yeah, it's the best one of Creepshow 2, and I think it's one of the best stories of any of the Creepshow stories in either film. I'd put it right up there with The Crate, anything in the original, because I think it's just it's a simple story that you can tell in the time allotted. It's effective. I know Nicotero talks about how much he hates the effect of the blob in the water or whatever. It just looks like a bunch of garbage bags and shit. But for me, it works, man. It works. Like it just, I love that story. I love the ending of that story where you think he escapes and he gets out. And he's, you didn't catch me, and then it jumps out, catches you.
I know, it's great.
Was great. I love the Hitchhiker. I think is hilarious. It's a simple, stupid story, but it's fucking hilarious because it's one of those. It's like a joke that just keeps on and going to where like halfway through you're like, okay, this isn't all right. It's kind of wearing off. The welcome's kind of dying out. It's like, okay, how many more times can she run this motherfucker over? But then as it keeps going and he keeps getting more and more mutilated, it gets funnier. Like it comes back around to hilarious. And then I've never been a huge fan of Old Chief Woodenhead, to be honest with you. I've always thought that one was kind of a little
Yeah.
But yeah, if I were to put it, let's see here. Let me pull up. Where would I put it? I mean, Perfect Baby Perfect seems about right for where this should go, because I think it holds up in comparison to the original. All right, what do you guys say for Creepshow 2?
Perfect.
Because I think I'm going Perfect Baby Perfect. Any dissenting opinions here?
For me, it would probably be in ignorance, kind of what, from some of the stuff that you just said there, where there's not all of it works 100% for me. Now, I also thought it was interesting that I wasn't sure if it'd be on this list or not, because George wrote at least part of the script, did he not?
He wrote the whole script.
He wrote the whole script.
It's all written by George, yeah.
So it's kind of like, on that level of like Romero or Romero adjacent.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting thing too. It's like, yeah, it was written by George, but George really didn't have anything to do with it. He was gone from Laurel at the time. It's all, George wrote it, but really didn't have anything to do with the production of it or anything like that. He had already moved on to making Monkey Shines at that time, and he had split company with Laurel. So this is, I mean, it's Laurel Entertainment, Richard Rubenstein, Mike Gornick, Tom Savini is in it. I mean, it's got K&B effects. Like, there's a lot of Romero connections to it.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, like, anything that Romero writes, anything that Romero doesn't direct is like Romero.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Night of the Living Dead 1990. Like, he wrote
Right.
Night 90, but it's not really his movie, So
Perfect it is.
Perfect.
Well, I mean, the same way Heartstopper is not perfect, but it's more than ignorance. So that's
Right.
what. Same as Creepshow 2. Like, I didn't love The Hitchhiker. It's like, it's how I feel about how you feel about Old Chief Woodenhead. That's how I feel about The Hitchhiker, but I prefer Woodenhead over Hitchhiker. But The Raft is perfect. And I really, the wraparound with the cartoon, not my favorite. But I much
I'm not a big
prefer
fan of the
that.
wraparound either.
No, same. But it's still, looking at, judging by the categories, I still pop it up into the top.
Fraggy says, "Don't you dare sully the good name of Creepshow 2 Alpha." Hey, I didn't, man. I'm telling you, I'll put it in Perfect Baby Perfect. I think it's for what it is, and I think in comparison, I mean, as a companion piece for the original and as a sequel to the original, I think it works. I think it works.
Definitely
works perfectly. Yeah. Thanks for the ride, lady. Yeah. I mean, people. I feel like over the years, people have kind of grown. Like, Creepshow 2 has kind of grown on people. People like it more and more.
At first, I really hated The Hitchhiker, but it's grown on me, and I didn't care about the first one. But then it grew on me. But I've always loved The Raft. It's the reason I don't like to go out to rafts in the lake. It's been like that since I've been a kid, and I read.
I know it's such a simple concept, but it works. Ed saying Creepshow 2 is perfect, like pickles on a sandwich, top tier. There you go.
On a sandwich.
Granny says Creepshow 2 is a blast. The only thing missing is the style. It totally misses the style of the first. I will agree with that. It doesn't capture that. Like I said, it doesn't really capture that comic book feel that the original one has. It does feel more like Tales from the Dark Side of a series or something like that. He says that, but it's well written by George, and the Raft segment never gets old. I agree. Yeah, I love the theme. I can jam that fucking song anytime, and it works. That's Rick Wakeman, and I can't think of the other guy's name, but I always remember Rick Wakeman because Wakeman was originally going to do the Knight Rider score before George went with Donald. So it says me and my late father would do the "thanks for the ride" joke when he dropped me off. So yeah, and it's funny. Now that you mentioned that, Ed, that's a good point. So at work the other day, I had to pick up one of our route drivers because his truck broke down. I had to pick him up, take him back to the shop, and it didn't even dawn on me because I never like when I'm at work and in the real world, I never really associate Romero stuff with other people knowing what the hell it is. So like I'm dropping him off and he's like, "Thanks for the ride, lady," and I was just like, "Yeah, no worries, man." And he's like, "Oh, I thought you'd get that." And I was like, "Oh." He's like, "Oh, it's Creepshow 2," and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. It's just like I was just completely out of it. But yeah, it's just like
Is
it's one of those
maybe-
things that's like permeated pop culture, you know.
Is maybe your reputation at work growing just a little bit?
Oh.
I don't think so. No. I stay to myself. I work, you know, on my own most of the time. Like people know that I go to Pittsburgh and stuff, and I like, you know, zombies and go to the mall and stuff. Mike goes to the mall every year, type of thing. But nobody would like know what the hell it is at work. But you know, McAtee's pretty cool. He kind of I guess he remembered that from back in the day or something. But I don't know. It just it's permeating pop culture on some level. I guess I don't know. Yeah. Creepshow 2 has a little nudity in it. That's right. So a little extra points there for sure. I do like the Sam Whitemoon character. His hair's going to get me paid and laid, fat stuff. Which he's gone on and done a bunch of stuff since Creepshow 2, that actor. But yeah, Robert's saying perfect. Rick says was at the episode that Richard Michaels, comedian who played the undead hitchhiker from Creepshow 2. No, that's what is the name of that guy? He was supposed to be at Living Dead Weekend a couple of years ago. Tom Wright is his name.
Yeah,
I think
Tom Wright.
Steven says I have no problem putting this in your ignorance category. However, it's still not as good as the original. The first one looked more theatrical to me, and the sequel looked more direct to cable. I can agree with that. Robert says the Hitchhiker is his favorite segment, Creepshow 2. Yeah, I mean, I think it varies from whoever you ask what their favorite story is, which I think works in the same vein that the original Creepshow does, because it's the same story with that. Garner says, I always love that Tom Wright is the hitchhiker who comes back from the dead in this, and the politician that comes back from the dead and tells from the hood. All right, I forgot about that. He's the go-to revenge from the grave guy. Yeah. Rick says, Creepshow 2 have one with is the one with the wooden store ending with George Kennedy. Yeah. That's it. So where are we putting this one?
It sounds
Perfect.
like almost everybody saying perfect.
Yeah, I think everybody loves Creepshow 2. I'm going to put it ahead of Heartstopper too.
Oh yeah, it's ahead of Heartstopper on my list.
Okay.
It's ahead of Heartstopper on my list.
All right.
Heartstopper is the last one on my perfect baby perfect list.
All right. Well, we did it in your honor, so because neither one of us have seen it. So, all right, Paul, you're up again, man. You're up next. So now we're back. We're back.
We're going to start with me, or should it be Michelle?
We'll go back to you. We'll get back in order here, and then we'll back to Michelle here. So we're all even.
It's all good.
Shit. Sorry.
Give me the wheel. Give me.
I'm trying to do too much here. Hang on. I spun the wheel already. And it lands on Santa Claus.
Sure, yes! Sure you did.
I can't fuck with the wheel.
Getting all the Russo out of the way, apparently.
There we go. So yeah, I swear it's legit. It landed on Santa Claus. Where would you put Santa Claus, Paul?
It's all good. I saw this probably for the first time 2 years ago around Christmas time. I'm very strict, by the way, about Christmas movies. I only watch Christmas movies after the last day of Thanksgiving, and I only watch up until about January 1st, January 2nd is my cutoff, and then I'm done for the year. So I put this on a couple years ago, and I fucking love this movie so much. I had the best time with it. It is so goofy, so stupid, so much fun. The songs, the music, and like extremely Romero adjacent. There's so many people in this,
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Incredibly Romero adjacent, actually. Like you think like how the hell did he get these people involved in this fucking thing?
Right. I want to say it's maybe Marilyn Eastman's last film that she did.
I think so. I think they did like a short film or something maybe after this for somebody. But yeah, in terms of feature work, yeah.
I kept asking myself, how did Marilyn Eastman and Carl, how did they end up in this? That's what I kept saying to myself watching it. So what were you going to say, Mike?
They're the best parts of this movie. Like Carl Hardman's actually pretty good in it. Like, so But yeah, I mean, it's one of those movies where it's just like Bill Heinzman playing the perverted like
Oh my god, he's so sleazy.
photographer. Oh my god, sleazy
Videographer.
photographer.
Ooh.
Yeah. Of course,
And I'm
Russo
always-
makes a cameo where he's got to do his usual, expository dialogue. And you're just like, what is this?
I'm always, anytime that I'm, looking on a website or something and I see the phrase "Scream Queen," I always go, "Scream Queen." I can't help myself.
Oh, what's the song that plays at the beginning when Debbie Rochon's walking around the city and it's like, "I'll be alone for Christmas" or something
So
like
good.
that. It's just like, what is
It's
this?
so good. Yeah, yeah, it is terrible. I love it.
It's so bad.
God, I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble if I even suggest Perfect Baby Perfect.
Yeah, I'll have to debate you on that one. But hey,
Same.
your final call. I'll see if I can
It's
convince
true.
you otherwise. But
I mean, again, part of what I'm trying to factor in is how many people from the Romero universe are involved in any particular film. To me, that's what makes this one of the good ones. So I'll start with ignorance and see if I can get away with that.
okay, Michelle, what do you think? Because you just watched this not long ago.
I just watched
haven't
this for
seen
the
it in a
first
little
time
bit.
at Christmas because it's been sitting in my watch pile for years. I think since 2022, maybe, or 2023. And as soon as you said, I want to do a Romero adjacent show, I'm like, well, take this out. I'll be watching that this Christmas. I was like, look. So that's why that's the only reason I got out of that watch pile this year.
So this has been in the works for a while then.
Yeah, we talked about like, what was it, like probably back in November? I messaged you because I was trying to think of concepts. I was like, you're probably the only other person I know of that has probably seen most of these movies. So it's like, yeah, we should do this. Yeah.
I was like, sure. I'm like, well, I know I got Santa Claus up there, and I'm like, and I should have waited and watched it with my friend in the Netherlands who loves this because he loves bad movies. I'm like, oh, I should have watched it with him. But I was watching it going, what the fuck is going on here? Like, Jesus Christ, Russo. That's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, I did enjoy, especially when, just like in My Uncle John is a Zombie, when you look around and there's like posters of all the Russo films and Bob Michelucci's like Screen Queen magazine. I was like, that was my favorite part. I was like, look at all the self-promotion, shameless self-promotion. I loved it. That part
basically, I mean, this movie was made basically as an advertisement for the Scream Queens magazine that Michelucci and all those guys were working on at the time. Because I mean, there's huge portions of this movie that are literally just Heinzman with the camera and either Debbie Rochon or somebody posing and just doing all the shit for the movie. I mean, it's basically a softcore porno. That's what this movie is. It is a softcore porno directed by John Russo, starring Carl Hardman and Marilyn Eastman, and that's basically that's what I would tell you. And it's a Christmas movie, so
it's a fucking Christmas movie. Well, I mean, it did help. It actually brought up the fact that's how I found out that Debbie Rochon worked at my gym for a whole year, and I didn't fucking know. And I was like,
"Oh, really?"
What? I know. Yeah, because my friend was like, I was talking about this terrible movie I just watched. We went to the movies, and I was telling him about it when we were at dinner, and he's like, "Oh, I've seen that." I'm like, "Oh, come on. You have not seen this fucking movie. Like, I'm sorry, but we must not be talking about the same Santa Claus movie." And he's like, "Well, no, somebody was in it who works at the gym." And we go to the same gym. And I said, are you high? Like, what do you mean somebody was in it from the gym? And he goes, oh, she used to work there. She was talking about this, that she'd been in some movies and she mentioned this one. So me and so watched it. And I'm like, who was it? Well, she didn't have a small part. It was a pretty big part. I can't remember what her name was. It started with a D. And I'm like, Debbie Rochon? And he's like, oh yeah, that's it. And I'm like, what? I said,
and she's just going around like bragging about her big role in Santa Claus. Like, what?
Yeah, right? And it's like, wait, are you fucking serious? It's like, Debbie. He goes, yeah, she worked here. I'm like, what the? That was, I think it had to be the 1 year that I had left and went on the Mammo van for like a year and a half. And I'm like, because otherwise I've been at that gym for 16 years now, and I'm like, I have never seen Debbie Rochon at the gym. I was like, I mean, to be fair, I probably wouldn't even be looking to recognize that she was here. But I'm like, but there was somebody who was booked for a mammogram whose name was Deborah Rochon with implants. And I was like, oh, is she going to show up? And she never showed up, but I guess it's because then she moved away. But I was waiting to see if she came in. I was like, holy fuck, do you think this is really Debbie Rochon?
I was
like,
going to get to play with Debbie Rochon's tits tonight?
Well, I thought I was going to get to touch them. Anyway, that's an aside. But she never showed up, and then she never rebooked. So I was like, fuck. You never know. But then now I know it's been confirmed. She lived here for a year. I had no idea. That was, I think he said, like,
what are the odds?
10 years ago.
What are the odds?
Right. So anyway, so that's my craziness. I'd still put it in the fire, just so you know.
I won't allow it.
Okay, so Paul is blocking the fire, which
I think if I watched it on a rewatch,
it
with
says
somebody
Santa
else,
goes under the fire. It starts with fire.
It might go to the upper one, but it ain't going anywhere near perfect. Baby, perfect. For me.
Grindis says, I would think Marilyn Eastman wishes House Guest was her last movie instead of this. Yeah, probably so. Probably so. Heinzman is the ultimate pervy cameraman. Need a shower after viewing. I kind of agree with that. Steven says this reminds me of the kind of movies I'd watch on HBO back in the day at 2:30 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Exactly.
Even if you take whatever perverted charm it has, it doesn't go above. Is this supposed? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can see it going in that one.
You want to put it in Perfect Baby Perfect, Paul?
No, I'm saying I'm not even trying to get away with that. I said ignorance.
I see. I'm kind of with you on that, because as bad as it is, there is something enjoyable about. I don't even know if enjoyable is the word, but just something. I don't know how to describe. Yeah, there is a charm to it that.
Charm is in the category there. So,
charm is not really the word I would use for that either.
I can live with it going there because I feel like
it's like a morbid curiosity more than anything else. It's more of like, why did they do this? Like, really?
Right. And the Terror Vision Blu-ray is excellent. There's some good special features on it. The picture presentation looks really nice. I'm sorry, I love watching it.
I only have an old DVD that somebody gave to me, so yeah.
You got to get the Terror Vision Blu-ray, Michelle.
Yeah, that'll be next.
Yeah, I think I only had the DVD, so
that's what I have.
Do that.
Highly recommend it.
So we going with the ignorance?
Yes.
Sure.
Your ignorance is exceeded only by your charm, Captain.
All right, there we go. Santa Claus, its ignorance is only exceeded by its charm.
I want to say I actually bought the Blu-ray at the mall last time I was there from Ryan Graveface, who runs TerrorVision. He sets up his booth there at the mall, and when I saw him, I went in and blew a bunch of money.
I think I've seen that Blu-ray. I haven't picked it. I don't know if I need that in 1080p, but
you do.
Maybe I do. All right. So nothing's gone in the fire yet, surprisingly enough.
It's coming.
Yeah, I've got a couple. Well, at least one.
All right. Santa Claus off the board. All right. Michelle, you're up next.
All right, here we go. Spin her up.
Where are we landing? Where are we going? Yep, here's a good one.
Ooh, man, we cannot get away from Russo.
30th anniversary of Night of the Living Dead.
I've never seen it.
Starring Debbie Rochon. You've never seen it?
I haven't.
Okay. All right. So are you delegating this to someone else?
Yeah, I'll delegate it to you then.
All right. Well, this will be immediately going into the fire. Although the one thing that I've always kind of said that guilty pleasure, I do kind of like some of the score that they added to it. I think some of the score is okay.
Yeah, I would agree.
But otherwise, they literally took an all-time classic film like Night of the Living Dead and just shit all over it. Like, they make Bill Hyde, they make the cemetery zombie. They give him a backstory where he's like a child molester. It's got Debbie Rochon in it. It's got the fucking priest in it. The Anton LaVey. There you go.
Of course, Paul has it.
And I'll talk all this shit about it, but I do have multiple copies of it on VHS and DVD, by the way. Another one that needs a Blu-ray release.
Yes.
This is going to be our first one. It's going into the fire because it doesn't need to exist. It never needed to exist. It was a stupid idea. It does have a lot of Romero connections, of course. It's Russo directed it. Russ Streiner was involved. Bob Michelucci was involved. Heidi Heinzman is in it. Bill Heinzman's in it. But goddamn, like this is as bottom of the barrel as it gets for me. But Paul, are you gonna talk me out of this? I know you were just showing off your copy here, so I don't know. You may be
very shiny.
Okay, we got a retort coming. I'm looking forward to this.
Well, first of all, let me just say that they did such a bang up job with the actual DVD packaging and everything. I mean, it has this beautiful like silver case.
Probably more than the budget.
They
probably spent more than the budget.
Probably. And you have this, you get this card with it, and then this beautiful little booklet that comes with it. Again, as a physical media guy, I'm just so enamored with this sort of stuff. So I just want to give props. That's all I'm saying. I want to give props.
Well, it was Anchor Bay. Anchor Bay did it, and Anchor Bay always did good shit back in the day.
Yeah, and I think that watching the special features on the DVD, it's pretty clear to me that Russ and John and Bill and everybody involved wanted this to be a really cool thing, and they put a lot of work into it and a lot of effort into it. But I think it's very fair to say that this is the most hated list or hated movie on this list by far. And I'm just not going to argue with putting it in the fire.
I mean, again, it's one of those things. It's like, why would they think this was a good idea? How could they possibly think this would work? I get it. They were still trying to recoup some of the, from the lost copyright and stuff all those years. I get all that. Right. But like, it's like saying like, oh, well, Citizen Kane. It's like, oh, the anniversary's coming up. Let's shoot some extra shit to put in it. Dig up Orson Welles' body. Let's do it. It's just like, it's like that's how it felt, and it was just not. You don't do that. It's a bad idea.
I think they removed.
Bob's still selling Debbie Rochon's outfit from the movie. You can still buy it. Hey.
Yeah, Bob still has something.
Anyway, sorry.
I think they removed some of the parts of the original film as well. So it's this very odd thing. I don't know if, for Michelle's benefit, what would we say? Maybe like 20-25% of it is new material, if that.
It's got a new. It's a new beginning. It doesn't start with the cemetery, the car going up to the cemetery. It actually begins with them going to bury the Bill Heinzman. Body,
because
and then
I've
comes
seen
to life.
Makeup. Like I've seen pictures or whatever, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but Bill doesn't look the same then than he did in 1968.
No,
I'm like, oh man, it looks so bad.
It doesn't quite match. No, they basically add just a lot of extra zombie stuff in the middle of it. Yeah, whereas Ben is like boarding up the house, then all of a sudden it just cuts away to a random zombie scene where zombies are just kind of walking around doing shit, and then it cuts back to the actual movie, and then it's got a new ending, which is as bad as you can imagine. I mean, the guy in it, I can't think of his name. He did the music as well, but it's the bald priest. It looks like Anton LaVey.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the worst performances you'll ever see in anything. He's just like, how the Lord is coming. He's doing like this fake preacher thing, and it's just like none of this works. I don't understand it. It doesn't need to exist. It needs to go directly into the fire.
I think we'd get in trouble with chat if it was not in the fire.
And that's another one for the fire.
That's another one for the fire right there. That's the first one for the fire. We'll see what we can stack on top of it later. But yeah, I'm going to be very surprised if the chat dissents against this one. It's saying night 30. I'm setting myself on fire for ever seeing it. That is that's a good way to put it.
Wow.
Matt, what's going on, man? Matt Blasey in the house says Children of the Living Dead is rated way, way, way too low.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate that. Matt gets it.
Matt understands. Steven says, for once, not even I can argue with this result. Fire and lots of it. Yeah, lots and lots of fire. Just burn the whole cemetery down. Fuck it. Rick says, has anyone seen the animated version of Night of the Living Dead? I have never seen that.
Yeah, it's bad.
It looks bad.
Well, there's several of them. There's one that came out in 2021 that had like a bunch of stars in it, and it was, the animation was really bad.
Yeah, I've heard that it was, skippable. So I've never even given it a chance. Robert's saying another one for the fire. Grande says, if I ever go to court, I'm hiring Paul as my lawyer. He finds the good in anything. That wouldn't be a bad idea. If he was going to make a retort for this thing, then yeah, I
am a certified legal video specialist, so that's maybe where that comes from.
There you go. And Grande's a filmmaker in his own right, so there you go.
Nice.
This says Bald Priest deserved a Razzie. Oh yeah, a Razzie wouldn't even be good enough because actually good performances have won Razzies in the past, so that'd be kind of a bad thing for the Razzies to even acknowledge it. But yeah, that one's easy. No, that's got to go in the fire because that's just one that there's no reason for it to ever have existed ever. So,
but Michelle, you should watch it.
You should.
One day I will. I'll wrote my friend in the Netherlands to watch it, and he'll be like, "This is great." I'll be like, "I don't know what's wrong with you, bud."
Well, this just makes the movie better. What are you talking about? All right. So Michelle delegated. So we'll go back to you, Michelle, on this next one since you hadn't seen that one. So we'll remove that, and we'll see. Spin the wheel. See what Michelle gets next.
Spin it.
Got a lot left.
Looks like we're going Flesh Eater from Bill Heinzman.
Flesh Eater.
All right.
Now, Flesh Eater is not a good movie, but fuck if I don't love it. Like it's entertaining. It's entertaining as hell. Like I just watched it again yesterday. I don't remember. I've been watching a lot of bad movies. But I really liked. Like I was like, man, I liked it the first time I watched it. Like it was entertaining when I first bought it when Vinegar Syndrome put it out, and then I rewatched it for this, and I was like, yeah, it's just as fun this time as it was then. Like it's just terrible acting, but I like entertaining.
Yeah.
Kevin Kinlan again, like fucking wooden as hell, and I'm like, I'm here for this, bud. I'm like, yes, I would put it in ignorance. Yeah, is bliss or whatever. The ignorance is
ignorance is bliss. Yes, ignorance is
exceeded by its charm. Yeah, no, I quite like that one. It's got it's got all it's got Bill killing Heidi Heinzman. I'm like, look at this. He's chomping on kids. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah. Poor Heidi. I don't know how she wasn't like traumatized from all the shit movie she was in as a kid.
Right. I mean, Vince Urbinsky, like Bill Lasco, like it's Rick Catazone's, like.
Well, Vince Urbinsky kind of reprises his role at the end.
Yes, like the same, like he's like, yeah, like the same thing, and I'm like, what? I loved it. Jerry Gergely, his effects were really good, actually. Like,
I'll agree with that. I actually think that's the one real positive of the movie. I thought he did a really good job.
And when I don't know if you guys have, I assume you probably have the Vinegar Syndrome one, 4K or whatnot, but watching the special.
Yep, there you go.
Yep, the special effects or showcase or whatever the hell you want to talk. Special features, thank you. When Jerry talks about how he's like, oh, I needed to do. I just ran and got like a grapefruit off of the something off of the craft services table and just kind of put that in for a friggin'. I'm like, it looked great. I was like, what? I don't know.
Yeah, Jerry's talented, man. He's a talented effects artist.
Not with his own hair, but yes. Yeah.
I was teeing that up for you just so you could.
I know you were. I talk about Jerry's hair all the goddamn time. I can't help it. I'm obsessed. Jerry
What do you
always
think,
gives me
Paul?
a great big hug. Yeah.
What do you think, Paul? Because I won't argue with this one because I do feel like it's not great, but it is likable. There are aspects of it that I do kind of enjoy. So that's where I would put it.
I think we're all on the same page here with this one. I think it's a ton of fun. It's got that sort of midnight. It was like 95, right, when they made it.
87.
It's got that vibe.
87.
87?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't realize it was that old. But the 4K looks great. If you don't have it, highly recommend it. It's a ton of fun. Yeah, I think we're all on the same page here, so you can leave it right where it is.
All right. So anybody in the chat wanted to disagree? Yeah, Ed's kind of saying Flesh Eater's effects give it some charm. Steven says, wow, wish you could have been a school teacher back in the day. A D- goes to a B+ in the snap of a finger. To each their own. Frankie says Jerry got that Ned's declassified school survival guide coconut head hairdo. Yeah, I mean it's something to behold for sure.
The only other thing I'll say, I feel like we need to mention that Bill is maybe at his perviest here, which is really something.
Which is saying something coming off of, or from
Santa Claus.
Yeah, there's somebody gets their boob grabbed at some point. I can't remember, but I'm like, oh, hey, Bill, calm down, buddy.
All right. Well, I think this makes sense.
Your ignorance is exceeded only by your charm, Captain.
Yeah, there we go. I think that works. Yeah, and then it's funny they played that after Night of the Living Dead back in June, the Living Dead weekend. Everybody was there for the after party, like waiting to see, like, oh my God, are they going to show Dawn of the Dead or The Night Lake or something? It's just like everybody's getting settled, and all of a sudden, Flesh Eater pops up on the screen, and you can just feel people just kind of go, "What?"
Man, I would have enjoyed watching that.
I would have too. I'm actually really sad that I know that Bill went to Living Dead weekend at the mall once or twice, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sad that I never got to see him there.
Yeah, I'm sad.
Yeah, I met Bill. I met Bill once, and super cool guy. I mean, he was in the makeup and everything, and he's super nice guy.
Awesome.
Always
glad to hear that.
Yeah.
All right, Flesh Eater off the board. Who's next?
I think it's me.
I think it's Paul.
All right, Paul, you're up.
Let's do this. Lots of good stuff on here.
Woo.
Some not so good stuff.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting a lot of the bad out of the way. And
can't do no pets.
Looks like we're doing no pets. So it looks like we're delegating to Michelle. Tony, what film I haven't seen?
I like the system that we have.
Yeah,
that's right.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
Who's actually seen it?
So I'm actually really curious to get your opinion on this one, because this is one of the Booba films that I have not seen. I want you to be completely honest.
No, I really like it. Like, because I mean, it's Amplis, and he's kind of like an everyman. He's got a little bit of a punch, and he's working. There's a lot of shots of him like working in the steel mill, which is kind of cool. And Lori Cardill's always great, so she's really good in it. Tommy Lafitte shows up as a mailman, I think, for a second. And I'm like, hey.
So it's not a documentary?
It's not a documentary. It's actually, it's fiction. So it's one of his. So that's, I wish he'd kind of made some more of those. I really love his documentaries, but it's kind of cool to see him like do something that's not. So that's kind of nice.
I've always been curious because, like I said, I've never seen it, and
Mark Tierno's in it, which is where I'd heard from it. I think we were hanging out at one point or something, or he texted me something about, I did a movie with Tony, and I said, oh really? I was like, I did a movie at Tony's, and he said, yeah, no pets. I said. He said it's got Amplis and Lori. I said, I've never even heard of it. This is like
it's like two of my favorite Two of my favorite actors from any Romero's films is, Amplis and Laurie Cardille. So I've always wanted to see this fucking thing. I know he's got it for sale on his website. But again, it's one of those things.
Jump on that, man.
Putting it off, and I wish,
Stop putting it off. It's not that expensive. I had it shipped to Canada, for Christ's sakes.
If he's got it there in June, I'll pick it up.
You know what? Even if you even send him a message and say that you're coming in June, and he'll bring it. Like he's super nice. I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would bring it. If you just told him, "Hey, I bring it. I'll get it at your table," he would totally bring it for you. Yeah, it had it's just, I don't know. It's kind of like it's a bit slow, but I quite like. I don't know. I quite like it. Like it's in the charm. It's in the charm one. It's not in the Perfect Baby Perfect, but it is in the charm. That's where I would totally put it. It's like John Rice was the cinematographer, so it's shot well. I quite like his work.
I'm sure probably Dubinsky. Did he work on this one as well? Because I know him and Booba pretty much worked together.
They did a lot. I can't remember if he worked on that one because I've been seeing a lot of Dubinsky's work this week too, but I can't remember if he did that one. I'll tell you in a sec. I have a tag on my letterbox. I have a tag for Dubinsky, so if he worked on it, I would have it on my thing here. No Pets.
It's definitely on my list too.
Yeah, it's on mine.
No, he did not. He did not work on it.
Oh wow, okay.
But Jerry Gergley did. So there you go. I forgot about that too until I saw.
Well, that gives it an extra half star. So
there you go. Right? No, but it's really quite charming. And actually, I even got a little teary eyed at one part there, and I was like, you know what? Tony knows how to bring it, man. He always does.
He does.
So it's got his humor in it too, though. Like his humor is in it too.
All right.
So yeah, I do recommend it.
I don't know if anybody else has seen it. So I don't see anybody else in the chat really putting up a fight on this one. So
your ignorance is exceeded only by your charm, Captain.
I think that works. Yeah, that's definitely on the list of ones that I got to see. I've seen everything else on this wheel. I've seen, but No Pets and Heartstopper are the two that I haven't. So good thing we had Michelle here tonight to help us out. All right. So was it you that? Okay, so we'll go back to Paul here on this next one since we delegated. Let's go back to the wheel of death, the wheel of Russo, because I'm sure you're going to. All right, here we go. What do we get?
Midnight. Oh God. Okay.
All right, Night 90. And if you put it in anything other than Perfect Baby Perfect, Robert Harbitz is going to come through the fucking screen and kill you. So just to let you know.
I am not looking to get into any trouble here, right? I mean, how could you
be honest? You have the final word. You have the final say. So be honest.
No, I mean, I know that obviously there's a tremendous amount of production trouble, and Tom and people who were working on it kind of didn't have fond memories of doing the movie for a long time. I don't know if the release that came out recently has kind of changed a little bit of that with being able to massage, more of what Tom wanted to do with it initially, but I've always loved it. I really have. And it's certainly not quite at the level of the original film for me by any means, but it just in terms of a really great zombie movie and, having a lot of the Romero crew involved. Yeah, it's definitely got to go in top tier for me. It's just so much fun. And I showed it to some friends recently. I have a thing that I do here where I run a bingo night where we'll watch a movie and we'll have a little bingo card and we play along and have prizes and everything.
I want to come.
You should. Amazing. It's a lot of fun.
That sounds like fun.
But I'm telling you, all my friends who hadn't seen this movie were absolutely glued to it. They could not believe how good Tony Todd is in this movie. So it's 100% top tier for me.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Michelle?
Yeah, it's probably the top of my Romero adjacent list, I think. So Yeah, definitely put it in the top. You know that I waited for that goddamn 4K for about 5 months. I was
Was it
bitching about it
worth
every
it?
time. Yeah.
Is it worth
It
the
was.
wait?
I enjoyed it. I was glad to have it. I was so pissed that it didn't come when it was in the pre-order for
Oh yeah,
like
there's all sorts of issues
literally
with that.
months.
Yeah, I won't fight you on this one. I mean, the remake. There are parts of it that I don't think work better than the original.
Yeah.
Obviously, but
I prefer the original. But
it was my introduction to Romero. It was my introduction to zombie films when I was younger. I mean, it was, I have definitely a soft spot in my heart for it. And I think in terms of just as a movie, as a standalone film on its own, yeah, I mean, it was written by George, so it's very, Romero. It is basically a Romero film directed by Tom Savini, and of course, it had Russo's involvement and Striner and everybody. And the performances, I think, for the most part, are really good. There's a couple that are a little but for the most part, I mean, I think it's perfect. I think we're all in agreement here, and I don't think anybody's going to be debating us on this one.
Probably not.
Yeah, Rick said I like the 1990 version of Night of the Living Dead. Ed says 1990 is perfect, no question. Robert says 1990 is better than the original.
Wow, hot take.
But I mean, you can tell by his photo here that Steven says this is actually the first movie I could put into the perfect category despite its problems. No, it's not as good as the original, but it never would have been a great film nevertheless. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. So I think this one's pretty unanimous.
Perfect, baby. Perfect.
Perfect.
Patricia Tallman's performance. I mean, there's she obviously took Barbara in such a different direction, and I love her in that, and I love her in Knight Rider. She's such a fantastic actor. So,
me too.
Yeah, great and stunt woman too. I mean, she's just a legit badass all around. So, although I will say I do prefer the Judith O'Dea presentation of Barbara. I know a lot of people love the Patty Tallman Barbara because she's kick ass or whatever. But I kind of feel like I don't know. I feel like Judy O'Dea was just more believable in a lot of ways. She was dealing with the problem in her own way that was much more true to because I mean, honestly, if like something like that were to really happen in real life, I would probably handle it probably about the same way that Judy O'Dea would. I'd be like, because shit happens now on a daily basis where I'm like, I'm almost going to a catatonic state because I'm just like, is this shit really happening?
Not
up enough as it is now, but
not taking anything away from her by any means. A fantastic performance in the original film. She did something too, like 10 years ago, called Night of the Living Dead Genesis, I think it was called, and I don't think it ever came out. And I wish that they would finish that because I know that she was in that film, and I'd love to check it out at some point.
I heard of that. Was it like an unofficial sequel or something?
Yeah, and they had a Facebook page for it, and I know that at some point it kind of seems like maybe the director just gave up on it, which I hate to see because they shot with her, and they shot seemingly a lot of the movie or all the movie, so it kind of got stuck in post-production hell. It happens, but if it would be great if they could get it finished at some point, because I'm a big fan of all the sort of like Night of the Living Dead ripoff movies, and all the different the 3D and all the different ones out there.
There's a lot of those. That's a whole other show in and of its own. It's just the fucking the Night of the Living Dead and Day of the Dead knockoffs that we've gotten over the past 15, 20 years.
Hey, let's keep that in mind.
That'll be next. If we want to torture ourselves some more, we'll do that one. What's up, Mike? It says best remake of all time. Mike from Baltimore. What's up, my man? Good to see you in here. Hope to see you at Living Dead weekend as well. And yeah, I do like Tom Towles as Cooper. I think Tom Towles is great in anything, so I'm all about that. Yep. But yeah, I think perfect is the spot for that one for sure.
No doubt.
Hard to beat. All right.
Mike, it's your turn, I think.
So we're gonna go to me now.
Yep,
we're all over the place. I'm all fucked up. So all right, we're gonna take that off. See what I get.
Booby hatch, booby hatch, booby hatch. I'm not gonna get there.
Oh.
It's midnight.
Is it? Oh yes,
On the dot.
just right on the edge. Right on the edge.
I mean, literally, it's midnight.
Yeah. Wow.
That's wild.
This is eerie. This is an eerie timing for midnight, but man, I gotta say, like, of all of Russo's films, to me, Midnight is his best.
Mm-hmm.
It's his best film. I think there's something. No, it's not perfect. I wouldn't put it in Perfect Baby Perfect, but I would put it in. Its ignorance is only exceeded by its charm, because there's a lot about this movie that I really like. I like Amplis in it. I like Amplis in anything. It's got Greg Besnak in it. The effects, Savini does some of the effects in it. I think that works pretty well. I think it's really dark and unsettling at times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's really effective in that way. Like, especially at the beginning of the film when, the kids are killing that one girl. Like, it's just like, oh my God, we're watching children killing children here on screen. Like, there are aspects of this movie that really work for me. So in my opinion, if I were going to put it anywhere, its ignorance is only exceeded by its charm. I can't say it's perfect, because it's definitely got some funky shit in it, but it definitely has a certain charm to it that I tend to really appreciate. But I feel like Michelle's about to shut me down on this. So
no, I could see where you put it there. I would put it a tier lower myself, because I've seen it like 4 times now. I can't get into it. I don't know. I love Amplis, and I love Besnak, but something about it, I don't know. Maybe it's I don't really love the lead girl. I can't remember what her name is. And Lawrence Tierney, well, as our hero, as a fucking pedophile, I'm like,
that is kind of fucking weird. Yeah.
Tierney, like, not doing it for me.
Yeah, the Lawrence Tierney's like, oh yeah, he's like the part like rapist, but like at the end he becomes the hero. Is just kind of like, that's a little odd, but okay, that's a weird choice.
I know. I'm like, huh? But no, I don't know. It loses my attention about 3/4 of the way through, and I'm just like struggling to pay attention every single time. So I'm like, but I knew you loved it, so I was like, I know he's gonna. I'm glad that you got it.
When it comes to Russo stuff, to me, it's Russo's most effective movie. It's the one that works as closely as Russo was intended to get for it to work. But
yeah, no, see, but I prefer Heartstopper is Russo's best work for me. But I can
obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
You think it's fucking perfect. I'm not even going that far. I'm just saying it's fine,
I wouldn't. I love Heartstopper. I just can't. I can't. It's because you guys haven't seen it, so I could put it perfect, and you guys are gonna be like, okay, I guess it is, and then you'll watch it and be like, holy fuck, it should have been 2 tears down. Anyway, but yeah, I can support it being in the charming one, but I'm like,
I feel like
it's low on the list.
It's sort of right in between that level of ignorance and is this shit supposed to knock our socks off? But the thing that moves it up just enough for me is the midnight theme song.
I do like the song.
Beautiful midnight theme song.
I do actually.
Puts it over the top.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that too. Yeah, it's
and I was actually really. The whole score is really good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it has like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibe to it. It's got the backwoods family. I don't know, man. There's something something about it works for me. I don't know. Don't ask me to defend it too much, but when it comes to John Russo stuff, like it's his masterpiece in my opinion.
And you got Savini doing the effects which I've always been a little bit curious as to when things kind of went south for those two, because they clearly do not get along anymore, which makes me sad to see. But at some point they were working on stuff together.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even that long ago. I remember, Savini and Russo were on good terms. I can't remember what it was, but they were working together on something not that long ago. But yeah, I remember Savini talking about Russo on that Children of the Living Dead.
Oh, yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, if talking about Russo is just a waste of my time, and anything that Russo says is 100% bullshit. And
I don't like it.
And I'm sure because I remember listening. I think it's on the Midnight Blu-ray that I got. I think it's got a bonus feature with John Russo talking about the making of Midnight. And of course, the whole thing is like, yeah, this movie was a mess, but it was because of this guy's fault, and this happened, and this happened. And then he got on to Savini, and then he was like, yeah, I had Savini doing the effects, but I thought it just looked awful. So I ended up doing all the squibs, and Savini was just barely there. And I thought the fake head that he made looked like shit. So that didn't work. And I was just like, damn, all right.
That's a pretty good John Russo, by the way.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe just over some time he's just talked too much shit about Savini. And Savini heard about it and was just like, all right, fuck this guy. I don't know, because I know this was just kind of like a favor job that Savini did for Russo at the time, where he didn't get paid a bunch of money to do it or anything. But
the budget was really low.
Ed saying Midnight is mid-perfect. See what I did there? I see what you did there. That's kind of what I say. Steven says, I can't believe I'm actually writing this, but I have to agree with you, Alpha. This is Russo's best work. I don't know if that's saying much, but I'll go with it. Its ignorance is only it is. Yeah. I think that goes well. Okay, so Ed, agrees with Michelle. Heartstopper is his favorite Russo film. So, okay.
Thank you, Ed.
So I'm gonna stick with its ignorance is only exceeded by its charm, because
I'm not gonna argue.
You did a good job trying to argue, but
your ignorance is exceeded only by your charm, Captain.
All right.
If you put it on the perfect.
No, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't be I wouldn't be that insane to put a John Russo film in the category of perfect. That's you, Michelle.
Hey, Ed agrees with me, or at least he agrees it's his best work. I'll take that.
Well, it says so much. Shit, wrong screen. Let me get the wheel back up here. Hang on. Who's up next?
Me, I think.
Okay. All right. We're rolling. Whittling these down.
Booby hatch.
I hope not.
Oh my God.
I've never seen it.
Staunton Hill.
Oh, I've never seen it.
I'll take it.
Damn it. There we go.
All right.
I know Paul has.
All right,
yeah,
Paul.
I watched it last night.
I know, we were talking about it.
I just watched it again for the first time in years the other night, so I'm fresh on this one too. Go ahead, Paul.
So I've George C. or Cameron, whatever you'd like to call him, he had a YouTube live show like this a while back called Romero Film Brigade or something, Indie Film Brigade, something like that. And I was on it on his show once, chatting about different things. So I like Cameron, so I'm hesitant to shit on this, but watching it last night, I'm like, it's so slow. It takes so long to have anything get going. It's rough. I thought it was interesting that it came out in 2009, the same year that George's last film came out. This came out as well. I don't recall there really being, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember any of the cast really being Romero adjacent in any way.
No, I remember looking at the credits, and the only real connection to George is just that his son directed it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't think anybody else of any. Although I did notice at the end of the film, it did have a shout out to Cameron's mom, Nancy. of course, was Nancy Romero, producer on Jack's Wife, and because I guess she passed away in 2008, so and it was dedicated to her. So,
got it. Yeah, so it's sort of like at the bottom of the Romero adjacent because there's just not anybody associated with it other than his son. So, I'll try to be a little bit diplomatic here and put it in socks, and we'll take it from there.
I think that's fair. I think in terms of, it doesn't, reinvent the wheel at all in terms of, what a horror. It's basically a Texas Chainsaw ripoff.
Right.
It's young kid. I think it's hilarious too that it's supposed to take. And so it's basically about these kids that their car breaks down. They spend the night in a barn on some farm, and then it turns out the people that own the barn are psychopathic hillbillies that want to kill and eat them. Basically, I think is what the basic gist of the idea is. It's a little convoluted and doesn't make much sense, but I just thought it was interesting. It's funny. It's supposed to take place in 1969, and nothing about the clothing or the people in the film reflects 1969 at all.
No, it feels completely 2008.
Yeah, it's so. But I did think.
There's some good gore. Eventually, they get into some pretty convincing gore effects. Yeah,
there's some pretty good effects in it. Couple of the performances aren't bad, like the mother of the family, the big woman. I thought she was kind of convincing in her role. But yeah, outside of that, there's just really not a lot here. And I think where you put it is this shit's supposed to knock our socks off. I feel like that's like the perfect spot for it because on the cover of it, it has a quote from George Romero saying, "This is as scary as it gets, George A. Romero." And I remember seeing that when this came out, and I rented it for the first time, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's George's son!" And George is saying this is as scary as it gets. Well, I got to check this out. And I remember thinking, like, George lied to me.
Of it, that's scary.
George lied to me. What is this? Yeah. It's not bad. It's not a poorly made film. It's crafted pretty well.
It's pretty short too.
Yeah, it doesn't overstay its welcome, really. It kind of gets in and gets out, but there's just not a lot there. So yeah, I'm kind of with you on it. The shit didn't knock my socks off. It did the first time I saw it, and just watching it again the other night, like I couldn't get past the fact that it was supposed to be 1969 and they're all wearing like American Eagle. And I was just like, that doesn't make any sense, but all right. But anybody in the chat, I think, let's see, Frankie says George's comment he made when he said, if you talk to John long enough, he'll explain to you how he invented air. Always has me dying. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It says John Russo's best film is the equivalent of being the nicest guy in prison. Pretty much. That's a good way to put it.
Jesus.
Is that anything like Assault on Precinct 13? No, none of these films are anything like Assault on Precinct 13. I want to say that. Granny says, worst adjacent Romero movie ever. I hate this movie. Total torture, literally in the movie for the characters and for the viewer.
It felt like that might be coming.
I think Grande would put this shit in the fire. So there's one for the fire. Steven says, this is sometimes the problem when you try to reach for the stars, but you only have a broken ladder. Keep it simple and moving if you don't have the budget or experience. And I think this is the only thing that Cameron ever did, right? Because I know he owns a restaurant now, not far from here.
Yeah, when he was doing that show, for a long time, I think he might have announced it on that show. He was going to do a prequel to Night of the Living Dead called Rise, and then it eventually got turned into a heavy metal comic book instead of the movie. So I was a little disappointed that he didn't end up doing the movie version.
I don't know. After watching this again, I think he's in the right industry now. I think the restaurant industry might be his calling on this one. So I think is this shit supposed to knock our socks? I don't think it's terrible. It's not, it's not just complete useless shit, but it is definitely just kind of like, disappointing, and it's just there.
It looks
It's
good.
just kind of there.
It looks good right next to Children of the Living Dead.
I know, it's almost kind of. I almost kind of feel like it's an insult to Staunton Hill to put it right next to Children of the Living Dead, but well, whatever. So that works for me. All right, who's up next? Because I've lost track. Is Paul, you up next? Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't watch Staunton Hill.
Oh, that's right. No, I just did Staunton Hill, so it's you, Michelle.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, what will it be? What will it be? Something I'll rip or something I'll love?
Oh boy.
Or something in between.
There you go. Dead Time Stories. George A. Romero presents Dead Time Stories Volume 1.
This is Volume 1, right? Okay.
Yeah, Volume 1.
Well, Volume 1 is better than Volume 2.
Yeah.
And I liked it. Like I would put, what's that? Is it? Yes, it is. You know what? The first one, well, I enjoyed it because Marty's running around, and I actually sent him a video of himself running the other day because I watched this
Marty screaming. Marty screaming is hilarious.
I said, look, that's what I sent him. Actually, was him screaming, and he laughed. And I was talking to Jeff Monahan because he directed the first segment, so was starring in the second segment, so we were talking about that the other day, and then we made plans that him and Teresa are coming to Nova Scotia in October. So unless it's during another Living Dead weekend, I'm going to pick them up in Halifax, and we're going to go around for the day. So that's kind of fun. So it all came from me watching Dead Time Stories. See, because I was watching it and talking to Jeff.
Well, see, it opens doors. See,
right, it opens doors. Yeah, like I rewatched it and I liked it more this time around. I had seen House Call, the last one, at Marty's house the first time there a few years ago, and that one's the best one by far. It's stylish. There's some of the cinematography I don't really love, like in the kind of choppy when they start going but it's got Bingo O'Malley and he's awesome. Like I really quite liked that one, and the second one, which was like the mermaid story, I quite like that one. Actually, it was better on this viewing than I thought it would be, but I quite like Jeff. Like I like his acting.
He's actually pretty good in it.
Yeah, he was really good in it. The first one was the less of the bunch, but like I said, it had Marty, which I enjoyed watching him running around and screaming, and the best part of the whole thing is George friggin' doing the quip,
doing a fucking hostage video is what it looks like.
All
right, guys, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the best part of both. Yeah, is George and his fucking like being all crypt keeper like. I enjoyed that, so I would put it in the charm one.
Okay.
There's no way.
What you guys think?
Look, like I obviously Marty and George are longtime friends, right? So I'm sure that George was doing a favor, and because he's not in it more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's kind of like they reused a lot of the same shit for both films too, or George's,
There was definitely at least one that felt like it was the same thing. Yeah.
Right.
It literally feels like a hostage video when George is on there. He's just kind of like reading the shit, and he's like, all right, is that it? All right, guys.
I still loved it, though. I still loved it. That part. Yeah. I didn't love the movie. And I could be convinced to lower it A tier, maybe, if you made a good, come on there, lawyer, let's go.
I think I might have a slightly bad association with both of these because as I was a couple years ago working on building my collection up, I happened to be on Craigslist and I saw that somebody had Dead Time Stories for sale on Craigslist for like $5 for both of them. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going.
Less than I paid for it.
So I end up in some guy's trailer thinking, am I about to get murdered for Dead Time Stories? So it was pretty scary for a second in this trailer. Obviously, I'm here, so everything worked out fine. But I took it home and watched it, and I don't know exactly what I was expecting. I thought that maybe this was something from the 90s that I had somehow missed. So when I put it on and I saw the hostage video, I'm like, oh my God, what is happening right now? It's just, it just didn't do it for me, Michelle. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can understand
I'd knock
that.
it down to socks, personally.
All right, Mike.
I mean, so I was watching it the other night. I haven't seen it since it first came out. I remember getting the DVD and renting it and thinking like, oh, George Romero presents Dead Time Stories, and I saw Marty Schiff's name and all that, and I'm like, oh, this might be cool. And I remember watching it back then and thinking like, this is really, really bad. And I watched it again the other night, and the first story is pretty fucking bad. The second story, other than Marty's screaming, that gave me a laugh. But yeah, the head on the stick at the end.
The head, that was the worst
CGI.
part.
I was like, Jesus
that
Christ.
was terrible. That was the worst part. Yes.
But Marty's not bad in it. His performance is actually not bad. The second story, it was really boring to me. Like I thought Jeff did a good job acting, and I thought the performances were fine, but I just felt like there was nothing there story wise. But man, when I got to Savini's story, the third one,
oh yeah,
I was hooked. Like I was drawn in. I loved the look of it. Savini made it look like one of those old, like shot on like Super 8 films or something. Like, and Bingo O'Malley is really, really good in it.
I love.
And
Bingo.
to me, it felt like a weird step cousin of Martin. Like the young boy thinks he's a vampire. The old guy comes in, stakes him in the heart. And it has that nice little twist at the end that I didn't see coming. Honestly. Has that nice little twist where the doctor becomes the vampire, the big vampire that they talked about earlier in the story. I thought that one, I was like, that's as good as any Tales from the Dark Side story, any Tales from the Crypt story I've ever seen.
They they released it separately by itself.
I was going to say
they should have.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Because man, you have to wade through some shit to get to it. But I love the Savini one. I was so into that.
Well, I
thought
think
that
he
was
probably did that totally separate, like years earlier, because I thought it looked very standard definition, and it didn't fit in with anything else.
It definitely feels like something Savini would make, because it definitely harkens back to some of those like older school type of. It almost felt like a British horror series or something back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It had a different feel to it. It felt completely separate from the other two parts of the story. Or parts of the film. So I think just for that alone, I like that one so much. I think I'm fine with putting it in its ignorance is only exceeded by its charm.
Wow.
Without that story,
well, that's the one that's doing it for me. Otherwise, part 2 would end up in the yeah.
So anybody in the chat want to fight? Ed saying Dead Time was cool, put it in the ignorance tier. All right. Robert says some of the segments are okay. The best part of them are George's funny little openings. Yeah, that just was painful because I felt like George was just like probably like, what is this about? Like
he wasn't even really. I mean, he's just like, and here's another story. Like he didn't even really know what he was doing.
Yeah, he probably had no idea what the story was. He was just reading what they gave him, and then just was like, "All right, is that it, guys? All right."
That's part of why I love it, though. I don't know why.
I just felt bad for George. I was like, he's probably just doing this as a favor.
Yeah, it's just like, a favor.
What a good guy.
Rick says the actor Tom Matthews said it's so innocent, shocked and genuine, which was made it. Oh, are you talking about? He's mentioning something in the Return of the Living Dead. To me, one of the best quotes was not from a Romero film. Return of the Living Dead, 1985, was Freddy's character. So you mean the movie lied? I need CK on here to do his Tom Matthews impression. Steven says it's a great title. Like most anthologies, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly. George being involved bumps it up to at least knock our socks off. So pretty split on this one too. But Michelle, you get the final say.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it in ignorance is bliss. I mean, if I put Heartstopper in Perfect Baby, I think Dead Time Stories can make second tier.
You show some
on
real
the
grace
strength of House Call alone.
Yeah, I agree. That one saves it. Otherwise, if that wasn't involved, like, yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. It might be like Into the Fire for me because it's one that I would never go back and rewatch ever again. Otherwise,
Only
all
one
right.
in the fire so far.
I know
Incredible.
this is shocking. We're way too big of fans of this shit. I think we need to get some like some objective opinions. But hey, what can we do? Let's see. All right, who's up next?
I think you, Mike.
Me. All right, we back on the rotation here.
Yeah.
All right. Is it time for the booby hatch?
It's gotta be.
Queens. All right, Queens of the Dead,
Yes.
the most recent addition to the Romero-Adjacent Films. Queens of the Dead. Now you guys know I've talked about I went into this film really skeptical, really not looking forward to it. I knew you were in it, Michelle. I knew you were a part of it, so I was like, it's cool in that aspect, but I was like, this is probably not going to be for me. And this is probably not going to be right up my alley. But I got to say, I was wrong. I was seriously wrong about it. Like, I really, really enjoyed Queens of the Dead on levels that I didn't expect. Like, to the point where I didn't even want zombies to be in this movie. I was too engaged in the characters. It was funny. I was cracking up. There were scenes in this movie where I was literally in tears laughing. Like the scene where your typical like liberal Gen Z couple, they're going to the gay club to like take pictures and share it on their social medias and stuff. The influencers are there to show how open-minded and woke they are or whatever. But then there's the scene where they're in the photo booth together and the dude's just like sucking on this like dong flavored, like this dick flavored cookie. And it's just like this, it's so subtle, but it's so funny. Like I just died laughing. I was like, holy shit. And there were just so many moments about it. The performances are all really, really good. I thought all the characters were engaging. I was kind of interested in all of them in their own ways. Like it just worked, man. And I was like, man, Tina really has some chops, like in terms of as a filmmaker, as a craftsman, like she's got it. Like I can't wait to see what else she's got, what else she's going to do in the future. Cause this movie just like, no, it doesn't add anything new to the zombie genre. It doesn't really break any new ground. I don't think she really did zombies all that well. Honestly, it was just kind of like, it just happened to be part of the story. But like, it didn't need zombies, in my opinion. I didn't, it was just kind of like, I'd be fine with if this movie existed without any kind of zombies or anything involved. So, yeah, I don't know. I ended up really, really digging this movie. I've only seen it once. Maybe that'll change over time if I go back and rewatch it over and over again, maybe. And I'll like, maybe it's not as great as I thought. Maybe because I had such low expectations to begin with. But man,
do it. Wow.
I think it's
put it too.
I'm
biased.
Oh, I wonder why, Michelle.
Perfect, baby. Perfect.
What? Okay, I gotta ask because I'm not aware. Michelle, what was your involvement?
There's have you seen it?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. So there's I'm on screen for, what did I count, Mike? 3 seconds. I think I counted
if
3.
If that. I saw you though. I spotted you.
Hey, I didn't. I was like, oh, I didn't make it. And then Sophie and I was like, holy fuck, I am in it. There I am. It's not where I thought I was. Yeah, I was like, holy shit, I am in it. So yeah, there was a zombie horde. She had put out that they were looking for a zombie horde, like people for zombie horde. Mm-hmm. So not like the main like sparkly zombies. We did our own makeup, and she wanted it to look like kind of like the Night of the Living Dead, like ghouls. So like just kind of black and white makeup. And so I flew to New Jersey for an all-night shoot. And because I'm involved with the GARF, she had asked if me and Matt Blasi would both be the 2 zombie horde wranglers. So we were in charge of all the extras. So we had to get we had to get there early and collect all the extras that came and get them to show them where to park the cars and take them for coffee in the groups and all that. So they had like, the extra snacks, but because we were involved, we got to go into, like we got to go into the warehouse to use the bathroom. Everybody else got the porta potties. We got the access to
the warehouse shitter.
Woo! We had the, the good craft tape. We had the good craft services. And so we had access to the good stuff.
Nice.
And so it was really cool because I had never met Tina. So that was really nice to meet her. And then I saw her again in October and she remembered me, which was really nice. So anyway, so that we get to be zombies going at it's when they're going
Matt. I saw Matt.
I'm directly in front of him.
Okay.
Like when you see him, he got 1 second of screen time. I got 3. So I'm on there and
you're the bigger
and
star.
That's right. And he comes in right behind me.
And he obviously has plenty of experience with zombie background extra wrangling and everything too.
Oh yeah, he'll be the first to tell you about it.
Mm-hmm. I interviewed him on my podcast a couple years ago.
Nice.
Oh,
cool. What did you think of it, Paul? What did you think of the movie? As somebody that's, how I feel, and Michelle, she's a little biased, but
you could give it to us straight. I don't mind. I know some people really didn't like it.
I had a ton of fun with it. My local theater here in Normal, Illinois showed it. So I got to see it at the theater. Super cool. Lots of people in there having a good time, laughing their asses off. And when you have sort of that theater experience where everyone is sort of having the communal good time, that sort of like bumps it up a level for you sometimes. It was a really fun night. Beyond the story and beyond the everything that's just part of the movie itself with the zombies and everything, obviously there's some fun cameos too. I don't know if we want to get into that too much in case there's anyone who hasn't seen it yet. I don't know spoiler wise if we want to get into that, but I had a great time with it.
I think I may have mentioned them at some point, but there's some great cameos in it. I mean, it's got the Iron City beer stuff in the background.
I love that. Yeah.
Cliff Forrest and Christine Forrest are in the credits, which I thought was super cool. In a movie in 2025 would have Cliff Forrest and Christine Forrest in the credits. I was like, that's awesome.
There was also a really interesting sort of cue from Day of the Dead in the score.
Oh, I loved it. Yes. There was a few actually, like a few snippets.
It's definitely got some fan service, for fans of George.
I thought it was a really good balance of like Tina doing her own thing. She clearly has her dad's sense of humor, but she has her own style and knows how to tell a story. And so just sort of the right amount of Easter eggs in there for the fans,
Yeah. And she's telling a story that's like she would know how to tell. She comes from that world. I mean, she was a DJ, she comes from that world. She knows what it's like. And you can tell when you watch the movie that it's coming from a place of like honesty, where it's like, this is how this shit really goes. Like, this is how these people talk to each other. This is how they interact. Even like the little stuff that would just like, like, I'm sorry, but there's no 2 groups of people that do not get along more than gay dudes and lesbian women. They just have nothing in common. They have nothing in common. Like they share no interests together. And if you've ever been around gay dudes and lesbians at the same time, there's just this cattiness and this just like distrust of each other. And it's and you see it in this movie and it's just like, oh my God, that's so true. Like, like there's no, I don't know, man. I think it's, from what I was expecting to what it is, like just thinking back on it, like, I just think it's, I think it works. It just works.
It's really funny. And I can't wait to see what she does next.
She said that she wanted to do a shark movie.
I remember you saying that.
A gay shark movie. That's what she said at the
like the shark is gay?
I don't know. It was a gay shark movie was what she said. I'd really like to do that.
The shark just pops. It's like Jaws, but the shark pops out. It's just like, hey.
I would,
Carl. You know.
I am
I
jealous
would-
you get to see it on the big screen though, Paul, because I had to wait for it to come on to streaming, and I never got to see it on the big screen. It was playing in Pittsburgh when we were there, or when I was there. Mike was already gone home, but so night I had a ticket to the Steelers game, and I'd already bought it, so I was like, wow, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd like to
no,
been at
we
that
have a great
screening
theater
now,
here in
in
Normal. It was
retrospect.
really cool. But
Lucky.
I'd love to meet her at some point. I hope she's at Living Dead in June.
Yeah, that would be cool. Steven says this is tough. It's better than any Russo film, but that's faint praise. I think there's talent here as far as the directing. I'd actually be fascinated if she directed a straight film, no pun intended. I kind of agree with that. Like, I think, you know, a zombie movie was cool because, I mean, it's, you know, it's Tina Romero, and her dad was, you know, the godfather of zombies and stuff. But, you know, again, watching this movie, there was a point where I kind of forgot that zombies were even a part of this thing. And when they happened, it was just kind of like, oh, okay. I guess, but like, I didn't feel like you needed it, honestly.
If you haven't seen it yet, it's on Shudder. It's streaming on Shudder.
Yeah, it's on Shudder. It was on YouTube as well. I think you could get it. I think you could rent it through YouTube, and I think it's on Shudder. Yeah, well, you just said Shudder. Yeah.
Did I? I think it was
Steven
on
says,
Prime
only because
as well to buy or something. I don't know.
Probably on Prime.
Yeah. Yeah. Only because Michelle appeared in this opus will I accept your ranking. Can't wait to see how you rate the booby hatchery. You just wait. What's up, man? Revival House in the house. What's going on, brother? I saw Cyan chime in here earlier. What's up, Cyan? Good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Steven says, quick question, Tom. Was the theater in Fire Island or San Francisco? What?
The theater that
I'm not
saw it
sure.
in?
I'm not sure.
It's a
Fire
gay
Island,
joke.
San Francisco. Yeah, I figure with the San Francisco reference that's probably where I was going. I guess this may be in reference to my gay shark. I don't know.
Gay shark. It should just be called Gay Shark.
Yeah, just gay jaws, Which I think I met a gay dude once named Jaws, but it was for a completely different reason. Rob says, "Good to see Creepshow 2 as a top G. I actually like it a little better than the original Creepshow. Interesting. I've like, again, I kind of like Day of the Dead. Over the years, I feel like I hear people say that more and more, where they kind of prefer Creepshow 2. But all right, let's see. All right, what we got next? I'm surprised
Paul's
I didn't
turn.
get grilled on that one.
Yeah.
We're like, what are you talking about? All right, Paul,
Roll it.
here we go.
Michelle, did you get your coffee?
I did, yes, but I didn't. You know, I haven't. We're not going to jinx it. I haven't had to get up and pee. So
I'm getting
usually
there. So
it's usually me and Paul having to go. Paul Farber.
Blood sucking pharaohs in Pittsburgh is your choice.
I am gonna have to pass on this one.
All right,
Haven't
Michelle, go
seen
ahead. I know
I
you
take
like this
it. I love this movie. This movie is so much fucking fun. I can't even, like, you got, neither of you seen this?
I don't know anything
I've seen
about
it.
You've seen it? I didn't think you had. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe
I
somebody else
watched
has
it not
something
long
into.
ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's going to argue with me. I'm
going to argue with you.
It's okay. You can argue all you want. You're not going to win because I get final say.
Fuck.
I love this one. It's got, oh my God, it's got Savini doing some the makeup effects. It's got Jerry Gergely and Greg Funk both assisting with those makeup effects. Deborah Gordon's in it as Mavis the wet hooker. Like, I love Deborah Gordon. Joe Shelby's in it. Jim Baffico and Nick Mastandrea were both producers on it. Ed Lettieri worked on it. Like, come on, Pat Logan. It's got so many people. Like
Tasso,
yes, fucking Tasso, all doing his own stunts. You could tell. Like, I love it. It's got so much charm. Like, it's so fucking funny, and nobody ever talks about it when they talk about horror comedies, but it is funny. Like, I laughed. Yes, okay, the character of the wife is a bit much with the the hair, but the fact she's fucking smoking more than I've ever seen anybody humanly smoke, I love it. Like, it cracks me up.
it's not streaming anywhere, unfortunately.
It's on YouTube. It's on
Is it?
YouTube. Yeah, that's where I watched it.
I have the DVD. 88 Films DVD, I think it is. But it's like they're making fun of like the old like police procedural, like they're, oh my god, like I don't, but okay, tell me about why you didn't like it then, or why you're going to argue with me. It's going to the top though. You might as well just put it up there first of all. But then
it's my channel, it's my show. I'm overriding.
No,
it's going in the
not.
fire. It's going in the fire.
You're not getting that dark craving.
Listen. Well, all right, so I first started watching this movie, and first 5 minutes of it, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna really love this." Because it gave me the vibes of like The Naked Gun or something like that. You know, when they pull up to the crime scene and they go straight for the coffee wagon. They're like, you know,
they're fucking taking bets that he's gonna puke every time at the sight of blood. I love it.
Yeah, and I mean, and then there's the scene. I laughed at this scene when they set the guy down. He's like, "So you say the guy that you saw was wearing a funny hat, huh?" All right. Well, if we show you some pictures, do you think you could identify him? Yeah, okay. And they show him, and they pull out the binder and just start showing him pictures of funny hats. I was like, okay, this is gonna be pretty funny.
The chopsticks in the brain? Come on. Fuck, that made me laugh.
The rest of the movie occurs, and to me, I just wasn't. I didn't get it. Like, it was.
You need to watch it with me, who's gonna laugh at everything, and then you'll be in a better mood.
I felt gross watching this movie.
Wow.
Like you said, the woman with the fucking thing, chain smoking, and that whole thing, and like every character in this movie is unlikable and just disgusting.
I love them all.
And it's mean spirited. There's nothing. I made it about an hour in and I turned it off, and I've never.
What? You didn't even see the ending?
I did. I felt like this is enough for me.
Oh my god! Oh no, it's in that top tier, baby.
I hated it.
It's not going in the fire. It's where
this is as divided as we're gonna get on anything, I think.
I thought it was headed in the right direction, and then it just nose plummeted straight down into the fucking bottom of the barrel for me. Like I just couldn't even get through it. Like once they started to the guys, the pharaohs or whatever, and the plot, whatever plot there was, I was just like,
oh, that's the blood-sucking pharaohs in Pittsburgh.
My
only complaint is that I needed more Pittsburgh. Like I wanted more Pittsburgh. There was more Pittsburgh and Heartstopper. Like I was watching, I hadn't seen Heartstopper in a long time, but I went all over downtown Pittsburgh with my friend Dave in June, and I'm like, holy shit, he took me there, and Fort Pitney, I'm like, there, and the Oyster House. I'm like, shit, there's all kinds of places in Heartstopper that I went this June, but then bloodsucking in Pittsburgh, and there's barely any Pittsburgh.
It was all shot in Pittsburgh.
I think it was, right. But yeah, it's not good. I'm sorry, Michelle. It's just not good.
It.
Is there
all
a way
right? We can agree to disagree.
In between charm and socks?
Nope.
Is there any? It's not funny though. That's the thing. If it was
number
funny,
2 on my list after Night 90.
Oh my god, are you kidding? Jesus Christ. If it would be one thing if it was actually funny, but like it just gets to a point where it's just depressing, where you're just like, ugh.
Let me put it this way: Midnight is number 13 on my list. Okay, we're keeping bloodsucking pharaohs.
Midnight's better. Midnight is a better horror comedy than this thing.
What are we gonna do here? We're gonna have to go to court on this one.
Yeah, Steven, I'll accept the victory of the Alpha versus Michelle deathmatch. I don't think anybody else has seen it. All right. Yeah, Ed's never seen it either. He said he would join in on a commentary for Heartstoppers with Michelle and whoever. Queens is still on the list. Pharaohs too. So yeah, I'm down for that. But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna sway your opinion. You've already fucking put Heartstopper in the perfect.
That's right. So you might as well put Pharaohs. Now all of a sudden he's like, oh no, Heartstopper's gonna be shit.
Perfect, baby. Perfect.
Is nobody's mad in the chat?
Nobody's seen this fucking piece of shit. So
it's fun. And it's one of those ones, the more you watch, the more fun it is. I love it.
It's disgusting. Wow. It's gross. Like it's just it is the epitome of like tar stains on a ceiling fan.
I'm so mad that I didn't see this, so I
And
couldn't
you know
be,
what?
like the deciding
And you know what?
factor.
As somebody who has recently quit smoking, I will give it this. As someone who has recently quit smoking, it has definitely played a role in me never wanting to smoke again because it is so
Nice.
fucking gross.
Well,
Just
at least
because
there's
of
that.
the scene where, it's just Jesus Christ. But I guess you have final say over it, Michelle. So I can't do anything about it. So
Nope.
we'll go with it. I
Keep
guess.
going.
Wow.
Jesus Christ! What a fucking piece of shit. All
I'm gonna
right.
hear about this later in the group chat. I know it.
Am I next?
I think it comes maybe back to me since I just deferred to.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You're right.
Michelle
You're
on
right.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's remove this piece of shit from the wheel. All right, Paul. Let's hope you get something better than that.
Oh.
Aha.
Not by much, but
Major-
The Majorettes, directed by Bill Heinzman.
Yes, this
What do
is
you say?
actually something that I watched specifically as research for tonight. So I just saw it last week for the first time. I don't. This is such a strange one because I feel like this movie has such an identity crisis. It's like it wants to be a slasher, but then it sort of morphs into this action movie.
Yeah.
All of the special effects and sort of like the kill scenes are cut in a very odd way. It's like the things were going wrong with the effects and they didn't get them right or something. So I don't even remember what I rated this on Letterboxd, but I just remember being completely perplexed at the end of it, being like, I don't know what to do with this thing.
That's kind of how I felt when we watched it. Me and Synth did a live watch along of that too, and it was just kind of like, what is this? Like,
you got Heinzman directing it. I think Russo wrote the script.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to remember if there was anyone in it from
I think
sort
that
of
was
the
got
regular
Kevin
crew.
Kinlan in it. I think that was the third one that had Kevin Kinlan.
Of course it did. It
and
has
his
to.
wooden acting.
It's part of the contract.
I think it did. There was 3, and I think that was the third. Yes, I totally remember him. Yep.
Russ Striner is like a preacher in it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was cool. That was cool to see. They sort of, it seemed like the 3 of them sort of did a handful of movies together. We have another one to get to that. But this one, I would probably say I wouldn't put it in the fire. I would probably go, is this shit supposed to knock our socks off?
I'd agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you because I remember I feel like it has, because I hadn't seen it for a long time until not too long ago, honestly. Was the first time that I saw it, and I kind of had the same feeling. Like I felt like it should have been better than it was. I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah, I'm kind of like you. It like went from like, is this a slasher film? But then there's like a shootout action scene at the end, and it's just like I don't feel like they knew what the hell it was.
Yeah.
I watched it yesterday, and I don't remember the ending.
I don't remember the ending either. I just remember the shootout. I remember the shootout, and there's like a trailer, and there's like Nazis.
I literally watched it yesterday. I think.
At one point. I don't know, but
it was just boring. It's like every kill was with the knife. I'm like, it's like it could have been a good slasher. It had we had a little potential here. I love a slasher movie. It's like one of my favorite genres. Subgenres. Okay, here we go. But it was boring. It was just boring.
Yeah.
A really weird subplot with like a nurse who was killing her patient or getting ready to kill her patient.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So you thought that might have something to do with it. It was just all over the place.
Oh, now I remember the ending. Okay. Yeah.
I think it's a good place for it because when you compare it to like Flesh Eater, which was Heinzman's other film from this time period, like Flesh Eater's bad, but it's like it's got charm to it. Like there's stuff that you remember about it where you're just like, Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of fun. This is just like very forgettable and just kind of there. So
Is this the
Well, it's-
shit that's supposed to knock our socks off?
we can get back on track after that debacle with
we're all in
Fuck.
agreement here. Okay, peace in the land, peace in the land. Anybody want to debate that? Robert says never seen it, curious to watch it.
it's worth a watch.
Steven, despite his Martin love, Martin took one look at Michelle in that blue T-shirt and put it in the top tier. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I can't argue with that. Yeah,
He stole me
it
this
says-
T-shirt.
That's right. Yeah, she gave me money for that T-shirt, so yeah, I'm all for it. It says Majorettes goes in the
Oh.
perfect tier. I can't hate it. Wow, Ed says perfect. Well, Ed, that's interesting. That's one take.
That's one word for it.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
It's an opinion. I can't diss the opinion.
Certainly
Science says,
entitled to it.
"What's this XP thing in the chat?" I think on YouTube in the chat sometimes, depending on like how many comments you put or your level of interaction, I think it gives you certain points and stuff. I don't know. I thought about doing something with that at some point, but yeah, it doesn't do anything right now, so I don't know. Steven says that was part of the watch along. I put it in the mediocre 80 slasher films. I'll give it to the knock our socks off category. Yeah, I think that's fair.
It's on Tubi if anybody
Says
wants
I
to
need to
check
go to
it
bed.
out.
It is on Tubi. Yes, it is on Tubi. I think it's on YouTube as well if you can find it. But yeah, I think that's a fair place
Well,
to put it.
I have the Blu-ray.
I have the Blu-ray too. So
Who put that out?
Who
did put that out? I can't see it.
it.
It's not. It wasn't.
Hold on, it's right here.
I need it.
Michelle's always got it in arm's reach. So
I do. Well, Shriek Show. My God, my eyes. I'm getting
Shriek
old,
Show.
you know, guys.
There you go.
Yep.
Shriek Show. You know that's
Yep.
quality.
Hey, it's got some special features. If I could see them, because I need I need some reading glasses. But getting old, people, getting old.
Which bifocals. All right. So who's next, Michelle? No, Michelle, you did that blood
No.
sucking.
It's you,
That's-
Mike.
I think it's you,
It's
Mike.
me. I get the final say this time, by God, and it better be the booby hat.
Booby hatch, booby hatch. Everyone wants it. You're not going to get it.
No, I'm gonna get. Oh no!
No.
Just say
Midnight
it.
2. John Russo.
Oh,
You
I
know-
watched that with the watch along. You're
Yeah,
like,
you
just stay
did.
up and watch it, and I'm like, fuck. And I did the whole goddamn thing.
Wow.
Never get that time back.
This is one that's literally like this is the epitome of One for the Fire.
Thank you.
Like,
Yeah,
it does not.
100%.
There's no
Good
need for it to
God.
exist. It doesn't. There's no point to its existence. Yeah.
And that's another one for the fire.
Yeah,
Zero
that's-
redeeming quality. I that's the one you talk about how you felt bad with blood-sucking pharaohs. I felt like I needed a shower after midnight too.
Yeah, I don't
The
know,
only
man.
thing that made it bearable was watching it with you and Synth, because if I had to watch that by myself, I would have probably put a knitting needle through my eye. I just couldn't do it.
That's the only way I've ever watched that movie was that watch along with Synth. I've never gone back
Same.
to it. I was just kind of like, all right, I've seen that. It's like it's barely a movie.
Yeah.
Like it's
I
like
will say-
it's like an hour long, and it's just it barely makes any coherent sense at all.
The remake
Jesus.
of Midnight to me is the equivalent of Midnight 2. Like they're both winning both in that fire category. Have you seen the remake, Mike?
I have not actually the Gary Lee Vincent remake.
That's the one.
I have not.
I bought it from Gary at the mall,
Oh.
but I haven't watched it yet.
I had to watch it for a film festival submission, and then I had to rate it. Ooh. Thank God. Yeah, glad that they can't see what filmmakers can't see what my ratings are.
It was anonymous.
I'm known as one of the tough ones. Yeah, I'm known as the tough one.
I saw something on Facebook, I think today or yesterday, Russo putting out something that Midnight 3 was coming out on Blu-ray. I'm like, Midnight 3? When did he even make that?
It's a trilogy now.
Oh, Jesus. Save us all.
Yeah. That was like, from what I remember, it's like a $5,000 budget, and they shot it all in one day.
Oh my God.
So should be good. Should be pretty good.
I think we did talk. I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
Months ago. Yeah. I vaguely remember this now.
Holy shit. Gay Shadow Wolf. What's going on, Gay Shadow Wolf? You got a killer stash there in your photo. I'm jealous of. So the ending to Scream 7. It's the female neighbor and the psych ward worker. Well, I was wondering about that.
Just spoiling Scream 7 for us.
I don't know who either one of those people are, but whatever. But hey, Gay Shadow Wolf, thank you, sir. You look like the dude from Moreau.
The ending of Majorettes.
Okay. There you go. Okay, let's bring that back around. Okay. Rick saying, I think the original Dawn of the Dead 78 is the special fave in Germany since they have their own European cut for German audiences. Okay, that's out of left field, Rick. All right. Diane saying 2 of her cats are sleeping on top of each other. Lucky cats. Lucky cats. We got Ed saying Midnight 2, pouring the gasoline in my pants right now. Can't believe I watched it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's so
cracking me up tonight.
Robert says never seen it, don't care to. Yeah, don't bother.
Don't bother.
And, Steven's saying no problem. Fire it up. Fire it up. Fire it up. I like how we're on the same page there, Paul. All right. All right, yeah. Fuck Midnight 2. That's awful. I didn't even know it existed until Larry popped in my DMs when he was like, hey, man, have you seen Midnight 2? I'm like, no, I didn't even know this thing existed. Oh, you got to buy it. So I bought the fucking thing and the DVD.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So now I own it.
Thanks for that, Larry.
Yeah, thanks, Larry. Larry's always hipping me to the cool shit out there. All right, Paul, you next?
I think so.
Would it be you? Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Everything else on this wheel is kind of good, so.
Is that right? Is it me or is it you, Michelle?
Well, I spoke too soon.
Wait, is that
Dead Time Stories Volume 2?
Okay.
Do you want it?
You can go right ahead. I already kind of gave my opinion with it when I did part 1. So
yeah, what is there to say really? We've kind of already alluded to the fact that it's not as good as the first. I don't really remember there being any parts in it that I enjoyed, but it's also been quite a while since I've seen it.
I finished it 20 minutes before this live stream started. It was my last.
So was there anything?
You're
good?
right.
I don't remember it. I don't remember it already. I'm trying to think. The first one was a gore. Okay, so the first one was kind of like almost a little bit like The Descent. The first one was actually really. I liked the first one. Like it was people, 3 people going into for spelunking in a cave, exploring, and then they get trapped, and then they eat one, and they get saved, and then she gets like a taste for blood and that. So, but then the ending, it was
really
great up until the end. At the very end, boom, done. Like all of a sudden, she's like I'm like, she's wearing a mask. I'm like it's supposed to be her face has changed. I'm like, okay, you just ruined it. The last fucking second of this show, you've just ruined it. So that part was sucky.
Says fire.
George was, yeah. Well, I would probably put it in the 1 tier above the fire. But because that one, and I don't even, what was the second one? Oh, the second one was Jeff Monahan's one, and that one wasn't as good as
that one was saved by Savini. This one doesn't have Savini in it.
No, this one doesn't have
a Savini story in it.
No, and
I will say, I like Volume 1 because of the Savini story, but I like Volume 2 because I feel like there's more in it that I like. Like I think Monahan's part of the film, the second story in it, is actually pretty interesting, kind of good.
It was
where, the girl
interesting
gets
until the
pregnant and-
very fucking end. When the zombie
Yeah.
baby comes out, like that part sucked. Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
seriously, this is
The
okay. You ruined it for me
story
now.
in this is the third story is pretty awful, but yeah, the first
I don't remember
two,
the third story.
I kind of
What was it?
The third story is the one where the old janitor like finds the moon dust.
Oh
that
yeah,
they're
well, I don't
working
know.
on,
It
and
had. It's the only one that had all. It's the one that had all the boobs.
it does. It definitely
That
does.
wife was horny. That wife was horny.
I was really happy to see that fat old man getting fucked constantly throughout that
Constantly,
story.
yeah. So
that was hot.
Yeah,
but, yeah.
that was the least. That was the least good one. But yeah, I wouldn't put it in the fire. I'd put it one tier above.
Yeah, I would say because George is in it and because there's boobs, we can go
exactly
socks off.
Exactly. And they were nice boobs. They were nice boobs.
Even though my socks are still on for it.
So because of George and because of boobs.
Is this the shit that's supposed to knock our socks off?
Makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm not going to put up too much of a fight about that. I don't think anybody else is either. Although Ed says fire, but Steven says, once again, most anthologies are good, bad, and ugly. Unfortunately, this one is closer to fugly. Out of respect to George, you can put it in the knocker socks off category. Yeah, there you go. Out of respect to George and the breasts, we'll do that. So I think that works. I don't have a real strong opinion either way.
Yeah.
So it's just there. All right, we got 5 left. Who's up?
Who's up?
Paul, I think it's Paul. It's not me.
No, because I think
maybe it's Mike.
Yeah, Mike, go ahead.
It's not me. That's all I know. Spin the wheel. Where will it land?
Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. 1990, directed by John Harrison.
I'm going to be honest. If I've seen this one, it's been a really long time. I don't remember hardly anything about it.
Oh, really?
So I'm going to run to the bathroom.
Okay.
Watch your mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure the mic's off. All right. We'll bring Paul back here in a second. This one for me is pretty easy. Like, this one to me is perfect, baby, perfect. To me, this is the real Creepshow 3.
I'm with you.
I think this is the movie that introduced me to horror films as a kid. This is the first horror movie I remember watching as a kid. I loved it then. I love it now when I watch it. I think all 3 stories are good in their own ways. I'd actually put it I'm gonna put it ahead of Heartstopper.
Just got the 4K. Yeah, I'd put it ahead of Heartstopper. Like I said, Heartstopper I would put Heartstopper. I know you're not gonna put anything above blood-sucking Pharaoh.
No, that's the very, very end of yeah. But no, man, like Tales from the Dark Side of the movie, man, it's a great anthology. The wraparound story's great. I love the incorporation, the Donald Rubinstein score. I love Debbie Harry and David Johansen. It's got like the old punk rock scene people in it. Like, so much about the movie worked for me as a kid, works for me now. Great cast. A lot of actors that were unknown at the time. Steve Buscemi, Christian Slater, James Remar,
Julianne
Moore, Ray Don Chong. I mean, it's just a great cast, great score, and all the stories work. All the stories work, and I even think like Lover's Vow would be a great like just feature film in and of its own.
I'd like.
So
that's probably my favorite of the 3 is Lover's Vow. Maybe maybe the Mummy one, but I don't know. I really like James Remar.
I love Cat from Hell. Like, I just love the way
I like that one
plays
too.
out.
But
and of course, that was written by George. That was originally Cat from Hell was originally supposed to be a part of Creepshow 2, but it was one that got on the chopping block. And of course, it's it's John Harrison. I think it's great. So it's perfect, baby, perfect for me.
Perfect.
Tell him, Roger.
Perfect.
I just got the 4K, so I just watched it like within the last month.
I got to get that. I saw it at Walmart. I should pick it up.
Anybody want to dissent? Ed says Tales is top tier, top tier, second only to Creepshow 2. I agree.
Wow.
Robert says Tales from the Dark Side. The movie is perfect. Yes, sir. Frankie says James Remar stole the show here. Yeah, he is really good in it. I just love the effects, the gargoyle effect. It's so good. Anybody else? Ed Singh tells has more known actors than the rest of the films combined. That's true. It is an all-star cast for sure. Steven says, I got to be honest, I don't think I've watched this in over 30 years. Out of respect to Alf and Michelle, go crazy. Put it in the top category. Well, that's what we're doing, sir. That's where we're going. It's perfect. Perfect, baby. Perfect. All right. So that one's an easy one for me because, like I said, that's just one of my all-time favorite horror movies in general. So, all right. What we got?
Get on it.
Is Paul's next?
Paul's next. 4 to go.
Booby hatch has to happen at some point here. Here it is.
No, you're gonna get effects. The one that you're here for. All right, hit it.
You can put it in perfect right now. This to me is the number one Romero-adjacent, kind of the gang's all here type of situation, and a film that I feel like gets talked about as like, oh yeah, that's that movie that George's buddies went out and made. It's such a strange movie. It's such an interesting movie. The 4K from Vinegar Syndrome looks fantastic. I watched it last night.
Just ordered it actually.
It's so good. Yeah, right up there and perfect for me because you got Harrison and you got Joe Pilato and several other people in there. Who am I forgetting?
Savini.
Harrison Pilato, Deborah Gordon's in it.
Yeah. Yep, Deborah Gordon.
Carl Augenstein was the director of photography.
Bobby Van Even is in it.
Yeah, Pat Buba was
and Zilla.
Editor. Yep, Zilla. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Rich Shavinsky.
I was thinking because I watched this again today, and I've already.
Mm-hmm.
I love this movie as it is. Watching it again today, like I'm just like, yeah, this may be, for my tastes, like this may be my favorite Romero-adjacent film out of all of them.
Yeah,
like because it just works and it's so ahead of its time. It's got that meta thing where it's like it's a movie in a movie, but it's also something else going on underneath. I don't know, man. It just works so well. Like the opening of it, like it starts out as the movie that they're making, and then it's a movie about people making a movie. So I'm always interested in that. And it's made by a bunch of people that come from that industry that work in low budget filmmaking. So and it has a vibe. It almost feels like a Cronenberg film at times. I don't know. There's so much about it I love. So yeah, perfect. 100%.
So I watched this for the first time, I don't remember, years ago. I think I bought the DVD for $5 and I hated it. I just I watched it and I'm like, I hate this movie. I'm like, I don't know. I hated it. I think I rated it 1.5 stars on Letterboxd. Like that's low for me. So I'm like, come on. I usually rate
it's
by
no
my
blood-sucking
entertainment value.
pharaohs in Pittsburgh, Michelle.
That's a 4-star for me, thank you. And I was like, I hate this movie. And then I rewatched it. I haven't seen it since. I mean, I loved After Effects. You're like, that one was fabulous. Like I loved After Effects. I bought it standalone and from Marty years ago at his table, and I loved it. And then I watched Effects again a couple days ago for this. And I loved it. And I immediately ordered the 4K. I'm like, oh.
Duh. Come on.
I know. I was like, well, shit. what the hell was wrong with me the first time? So sometimes you can go from a to a yeah. So there you
I
go.
mean, it's weird
I'm putting it in the perfect too.
Awesome. Things can hit you differently at different times. You just never
That
know.
is true.
You'll visit something like that if you sort of come around on it.
Well, I'd never heard of it for years because it was one of those movies that never really had a release. Like nobody really ever talked about it. Like all my years of watching Romero stuff, watching interviews and stuff, is like it wasn't really something that was well known until when I did hear about it. I was like, oh, that'd be interesting to check out. And I remember finding it on Tubi, and this is probably 5 years ago or so. I remember finding it on Tubi, and I was like, "Oh, it's that movie. It's got Joe Pilato in it, and Tom. It'd be interesting to check out." And I had very low expectations. I was just like, "It's probably not very good, but it'd be cool to see all those guys." But as I was watching it, I was just like, "This is actually a really, really well made, really good film." And I was just blown away from the time that I first saw it, and now even every time I watch it, it's just like and the snuff film aspect of it. It feels very realistic, and it's very uncomfortable. That whole scene where you just hear the camera roll or the projector rolling in the background while all this is happening, and they're all just sitting there watching it, and it's a very unsettling. I hate stuff like that. I hate snuff film, anything that feels remotely like realistic. It makes me uncomfortable. Like, that's why I have trouble watching shit like Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, and where they're watching the home invasion on the screen. Like, to me, that's the most terrifying stuff. So when I watch shit like that in a movie, it's immediately uber effective to me. And like I said, it's just so ahead of its time. This movie feels like something that would come out now that A24 would put out. Like,
totally.
Like this is an A24 film 40 years before A24 was a thing.
Right. I was actually watching it last night. I was thinking like this, I certainly wouldn't advocate for it, but it would make for an interesting remake because it feels like the themes that they were exploring way back then are actually more relevant now. And, like with reality TV and everything, it really was ahead of its time in that sense.
Oh yeah. And I would say the biggest negative to it is just that you can tell that they just didn't have, like, my biggest pet peeve with it is the ending. I think the ending, it just kind of, it feels like you can feel them running out of time and running out of money. And I feel like if they would have had a little extra money and fleshed it out, I think it would have just been perfect. But I feel like you could tell, like, okay, you could see they were running out of money to finish this thing the way they wanted to.
I like the ending. I had maybe a little bit of an issue. I think they even talk about this in After Effects a little bit, how some of the stuff in the forest with Joe kind of gets a little unrealistic in the sense of like somehow they have, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it, but they have cameras sort of set up out there in the forest, and they kind of happen to be getting all the shots that they need to, and how would you get power out there? And, there's nitpicky things like that.
Yeah. But just from what it is, watching it, I think Deborah Gordon is really good in it.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
I don't know, man. Like, I love effects. I can talk about it forever. Ed would put effects in perfect. Marty Schiff is in effects, if I remember. That's right.
Yeah.
Steven says effects is an interesting little film. Sadly, it is not as well known as it should be, even for a cult film. Hopefully, more people will find it over time. I agree with that. I feel like more people need to discover it, and especially if you're a fan of John Harrison's score for like Creepshow and Day of the Dead. Like, you can hear the bones of the Creepshow score in his score that he did for effects, which you can get now on CD if you can find it on eBay.
Someone needs to put that out on vinyl. I would totally buy a vinyl record of effects.
Yeah, that'd be something I feel like. What's the company that did the Knight Riders?
Waxwork.
Vinyl?
Or was
it's
not Waxwork.
Scare Flare.
Yeah, Scare Flare record. I feel like that would be something they would probably do. But but yeah. So yeah, I'm all for that one. Yeah, I think effects is, like I said, watching it again today, like every time I watch it, I'm like, man, this is maybe my favorite of all of them. So
I looked up Dusty Nelson on IMDb to kind of see what else he had done, and he's part of that documentary, which I just absolutely love. I can't say enough good things about the Red Shirt Pictures.
That's how I first discovered effects, was After Effects. I was like, "Well, what is that?" Like, remember Felsher talking about it and being like, "Oh, what is that?"
But
I only bought it to be polite from from Marty's table, and then I'm like, I hated this movie. Yeah, I'll buy that. Thanks. And then I'm like, oh fuck that! I loved this. I gave it 5 stars.
But it seemed like Dusty's career kind of went off in a slightly different trajectory. Like he wasn't doing as much stuff with the other guys.
Yeah, I would like to see
You'll see
more
his
from
name
him.
pop up on Facebook, like him commenting on all their stuff. So he's obviously still in contact with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're still friendly. Him and all the Boo Da guys, or what is it? Boo Da.
Yeah.
Booba, Dusty, and Da was like the name of Dusty's wife at the time, but they ended up getting divorced, I think was the story. So they were just kind of stuck with it. But then Harrison comes in, and there was the joke that they should have changed it to Boo Ha for Booba, Dusty, and Harrison. So I don't know.
Great stuff.
All right. So yeah, effects, love effects. Michelle, I think you're up next.
Right. Here we go.
3 good ones left.
Really? You sure about that?
I don't know. Are we?
Tony!
There we go. Your old buddy, your old pal, Tony Booba. Lightning over Braddock.
I love Lightning over Braddock. I mean, I wouldn't put it as perfect, I don't think, but I put it certainly in the one right below. But I quite like it's so cute, and he's so cute in it, and he's got all the it's just so cute. Tony's always so cute. I liked how it's like a fantasy, but it's also a half documentary, and you got Pat in there, and George, and Mike Gornick, and all the gangs all here, like Harrison's there. Like I love it.
Yeah, I was so surprised with the sort of, it's not quite a completely straight documentary. There's sort of this weird stuff infused into it. I was just sort of like totally unprepared for that aspect of it.
I love Lightning over Braddock. To me, it's perfect. Like
I can be convinced to put it the perfect. I mean, if I put, I'm obviously
I was so
Sucky Paris in there, but
kind of like with effects, I was so caught off guard with it, because when I first saw it was just more of like I'll check, because I was thinking it was just going to be a documentary about Braddock, Tony's usual thing. When I watched it, I was like, I found myself throughout the film thinking like, well, is this really happening? Is this legit? What is this? And I was just like, wow, this Sal character is so engaging. Like, what a character. And then you meet, and I saw Lightning over Braddock before I saw any of Tony's other like short films. So I wasn't aware of these people beforehand. But I see Sal, and I'm like, wow, that I'm completely drawn to Sweet Sal. And then I meet,
we had to go watch Night Riders after that to find out where he was in Night. I'm like, oh my God, now I have to go watch Night Riders right from there. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway. And then you got, there he is.
J. Roy.
J. Roy and he was
Steve
in Pellegrino. I love the scene where Steve's playing fucking Jumpin' Jack Flash in the bar on his accordion, but Tony comes in with his usual Booba sense of humor, comes in with a voiceover. She's like, well, right here we would have had Steve, playing, but I contacted the Rolling Stones people, and they said they wanted $15,000 for the rights. And he was like, well, I wasn't asking for Mick Jagger to actually come to Braddock and perform it live. I just wanted it, on this accord. They still wanted $15,000. So I couldn't have, so eventually it just leads to Booba like reading the lyrics over it.
All right. It's going to the perfect pile, because in the perfect section. Just for that alone, I forgot about that part.
And just some of the weird imagery of like, Gandhi and Braddock, that whole scene where, where Sweet Sal is playing Gandhi and Braddock and he gets assassinated. You get the scene where Steve Pellegrino's playing like the Devo thing, where it's like, the Iron Age thing where they're doing that weird fucking dance. Like, it's so much going on in this movie that I was just captivated by it. And this was my real beginning of my love affair with Tony Bubba and all of his work. Because this really is like I told Tony this. Lightning Over Braddock is like the Avengers of the Tony Bubba world. It's like all these characters that he had put in all of his short films throughout the years all convene in this one film, and they all have some kind of narrative where they're all trying to knock off Sweet Sal as being like the big draw, and J. Roy's putting out a hit to we got to kill Sweet Sal. There's so much going on in this movie. It's hilarious.
And Greg Funk and Mike Tersick did the makeup effects, and I think Mike said he did the Gandhi effect, because I was watching, of course, when I first got the Blu-ray, which is before I met Tony, and it was the exact same thing as you. It was the first time I ever saw any of his work that wasn't Romero. And I'm watching it, I'm watching all the credits, and it's like makeup. I'm like, oh, Greg, I'm like, that's awesome. And then I'm like, Mike Tersick, and it was spelled Tercik. I'm like, do you think that's Mike Tersick? I'm like, and I found Mike's email online on like his professional page. I sent him an email, and I just said, I'm just going to question that I was just watching Lightning Over Braddock, and I see this, and I'm wondering if that's you, although your name is spelled wrong. He's like, oh my God, that's out there? I said, yeah, there's a Blu-ray. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe. He's like, yeah, that's me. He said he was Tony was his teacher or something in in school or something, and he hired him and Greg to come in, and he said, yeah, I did the makeup on Gandhi.
Well, Savini also worked on it. Savini did a lot of the squib effects and stuff, like when Sweet Sal shoots Tony at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert! Like Savini worked on some of the effects as well. So yeah, I love it. What about you, Paul? What do you think about it?
Oh no, you'll get no argument from me. Yeah, I mean, right. I got my prize signed Blu-ray here. And,
all right, Michelle, can we move it up?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I don't need much convincing on that one. I love Tony, and I love all that, like J. Roy, and I'm like, then I watch Martin again, and I'm like, holy shit, I know him.
and Martin, he's kind of playing a version of himself, like, oh, we got to find stuff to sell,
The Blu-ray, besides besides Lightning Over Braddock, that there's so much packed onto this Blu-ray. It says 307 minutes on here, so you get so much.
There's Tony cleaning windows. My favorite is him making like sausages and making pasta. Like I love the ones of him making pasta. I'm like, I'll watch fucking Tony Bubba read his grocery list. I'm okay with that.
Well, there's even one of him on the toilet. I mean, what's it called? Day on the Throne or something.
Yeah, it's great, and I see it. Always see that for sale on the Kino website when the Kino has those sales. It's like $7, and I'm just like, I already own it, but I'm tempted to just buy it again just because it's just to have it, another version, another copy of it. There's so much good stuff on there. Yeah,
I know.
So good.
Yeah, definitely goes in the top. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, come on.
Chalk it up to it's like almost 2:30 in the morning.
You're wearing the fucking t-shirt, for God's sake.
Come on. That's true. That's true.
You're driving Steven crazy over here in the chat with that shirt on.
I think this was the first shirt I bought off your. I don't know. I have at least 7 or 8 of your shirts, but I think this is like the first one I bought.
It's a good one. It's a good one. I got the coffee mug. I haven't got a shirt yet, but
I don't have a coffee mug.
of it.
Perfect, baby. Perfect.
Is that playing like all the sound bites? Are they playing all the way through?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not hearing it all on my end, but hey, whatever.
At least I'm pretty sure.
All right. 2 more. Who's next? We got Booby Hatch and Michael John as a zombie.
Is it you?
It's not me. It's one of you two.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters at this point. With these 2 movies, I mean, you can take your pick. Whatever. All right. I'll take this one. Oh,
I can't believe we're ending on Booby Hatch.
All right. So I had never seen this before until here recently. I watched it for the first time the other night.
Same.
I watched it this morning or this afternoon.
I'm sorry, guys. This does not work at all.
I
on
loved
any
it.
level. What?
I was pleasantly surprised.
I loved it.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
I mean, okay, I didn't love it, but holy shit, I laughed. And my friend, and we laughed. I said, now Mike hated this movie. I said, man, I'm so sorry. I'm going to subject you. I thought you just kicked me out of here.
I had a very good time with it.
It's going in the fire for me, but I'll hear arguments. Like
I thought it was so. I thought Russo was great. You know what? When he started going, it was like the monologue. I was like, this is exactly what it's like getting stuck talking to Jack at a convention.
That is true. That is true.
Exactly it. I made Will come with me this time when I had to get my Return Living Dead signed. I said, Will, you have to come. And if you hear him start the same story again, you have to say, we have to go and come get me. I said, because I said, if nobody comes behind me, I'll be there for 45 minutes or more. I just don't have that kind of time. And Jack is sweet. I love him. I mean, talented? No, but he's sweet.
He's good. And this is a lot of fun.
This is so much fun.
I was pleasantly surprised.
I need to buy that lube. Mike, I needed to buy the lube. I need to buy the lube. I can't believe I didn't buy it when I was there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he still has it. I think
I'm sure he still does. I'm gonna have to
his table.
I know. I don't know if he's gonna have a table in June because if none of the night people are coming. But I hope he has his own table just as a vendor because I will fucking buy that lube so fast it'll make your head spin.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I missed it because Jeff is saying it's funny.
Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What?" I mean, it had Debbie Rochon was in it, and she was cracking me up. I mean, the only thing that Lau and I both agreed on was that the digital gore was terrible. Like that was the worst part of it. If that hadn't, it would have even got a higher rated. I think I gave it 3.5. It was like, I know it was because I laughed. I had a fucking great time with it. I laughed my ass off. I was like, I can't wait for you to bring this up.
You had Russ Reiner in it, sort of reprising his preacher role a little bit.
When he pops out from behind that tree, I just fucking pissed myself off.
Look, it was nice. Like, Russ, it was cool seeing Russ. Like, it was cool. I love seeing George Kasana. I love seeing Kasana in this.
He looks so sad and sick.
Yes, but the way that they kill him and the way that they treat him in this movie.
Agreed. That part I didn't like that part. But I'm still gonna buy this movie. I'm absolutely gonna buy this movie.
This movie doesn't work for me on any level. If the little vignettes and stuff, if they were like just little YouTube shorts or something like that, like okay, that's fine. I get it. Like it's cute. And there is a charm to seeing John Russo play a horny zombie.
Fucking horniest zombie I've ever seen.
It's charming for about the first 15 minutes, and then it just gets really fucking old, really, really fast. The movie itself, plot-wise, makes no sense. It starts one spot, it starts one place, and then it just shit. It just happens for no reason throughout this entire movie.
Yeah,
no,
I love that.
No. There's no reason for this to exist. It belongs in the fire.
One thing that I thought was really interesting, correct me if I'm wrong here, because I probably am. I wasn't expecting it to be as sort of Night of the Living Dead centric as it was. I mean, they shot in the cemetery.
Yeah.
And as I was watching
John
it,
Russo was responsible for Night of the Living Dead, didn't you know?
Oh yeah, I've heard that actually.
He invented the whole fucking thing. Just ask him.
But I was trying to think, has there been another movie that has actually filmed at the cemetery since the original Night? I can't think of any.
I will say this. The opening shots of the movie where they're recreating the shots from Night of the Living Dead are really, really well done.
Yeah.
As good as you could expect. I thought they did that really, really well. And the whole transition from black and white to color that they do in this movie works better than Savini's transition in 1990. the way the car pulls up, and as they pull up, it goes from black and white to color. I thought that was really well done. At that point, when I'm watching the movie, I'm like, oh, maybe there is going to be a little something to this. And then that was quickly extinguished. And I was just like, this is torture. This is not good on any level.
There are some good things in there, and we might be able to agree, maybe knock our socks off a little bit here.
Yeah.
No.
I do not want it in the fire. Who is this? Your pick, Mike?
This is me.
Oh,
this is me, and I am not convinced.
We're screwed.
It says watching that movie, I felt like Ving Rhames in the basement scene in Pulp Fiction.
Wow,
pretty close. Pretty close.
It was pretty great. You know how we got the news.
Don't bother, Robert. Don't bother.
We had Tiffany Shepis. Like,
yeah, she's great.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah.
I was like, come on.
I love the bad. I love the bad ADR work that the old guy when they're having a conversation and the old guy's talking, but obviously when they filmed it, like you couldn't understand a fucking thing he was saying, so there was like just this really obvious ADR work going on in that movie. That was kind of fun. But
I even like Gary Lee Vincent in this, and I didn't think that was. I thought that he was going to be a deal breaker for me, but I actually liked him in this.
He was good. I don't know. There's just something really Pittsburgh about it. It's really charming. You know, they like filmed up in Evans City. They look like they film in like Zelienople and sort of like all the areas that we're, you know, used to seeing and used to walking around to try to find filming locations and everything. It felt like a nice warm blanket to me for some reason.
It feels like the entire movie it feels like the world that movie is creating only exists within a 15-mile radius. Like, that's it. It doesn't. It's just like they're trying to do like the new shows, and it's like pop culture, like Uncle John is a zombie, and Uncle John, yeah, he's a big celebrity, but it's just like, is he? Like, not really. I don't know, man. It's awful.
He's a celebrity and he is horned up.
And
and he wants everyone to know that he pulled the tail in his day.
I'll read my review that I did on Letterboxd, because I did put this in my Letterboxd for when I watched the other night. Half a star. I did give it half a star. Boy, what can I say about this thing? It's barely a movie, incoherent, and seems to exist in some ultra-low budget alternate reality where the entire world only exists within a 15-mile radius. I'll give it half a star because they do a pretty good job of recreating the opening shots of Night of the Living Dead. And as a Romero fan, it was nice to see George Casana, even though it's a fucking shame how he was used. But this thing is fucking bad. So bad. That it did give me a few chuckles here and there, just not the chuckles that the filmmakers were going for. And that's pretty much my thoughts on
you're saying a half star like that. I mean, that's the lowest you can give it. You can't give anything 0 stars.
I've given shit no stars. I've just said this doesn't warrant stars.
Well, look.
I gave it 3.5. 3.5. And I lamented that I didn't pick up his lube in my Letterboxd review.
Well, Michelle, just because you forced fucking blood-sucking pharaohs in Pittsburgh all the way up.
It's okay. You can put it in the fire. You can do it, man.
This is my final stand. I'm taking a stand.
And that's another one for the fire.
This is another one for the fire.
Look, I can live with that because I got my pharaohs. So I'm okay with that.
All right. God, I didn't know I was gonna have such a fight on my hands with this fucking movie.
I was like, oh, he's gonna. I purposely didn't give you a heads up that I'd watched it and that I quite liked it. I was like, I'm just gonna wait till it comes up in this.
Well, bless your heart. Bless your little heart.
You don't need to spin the wheel here. You can just put it straight into the fire. Let's go.
He did tell me that $50 for the DVD was not worth it.
No.
You bought the DVD for $50?
No, I didn't. I've never seen it because I didn't want to pay $50 for the DVD.
Oh, so
that's
you've
going
never
right
seen
for it. I've never seen it. I really wanted to though.
That's right. So Booby Hatch, you're putting it in the fire?
That's I'm making my statement right there.
Mike's got a poster right behind him. That's why I'm curious.
I have a signed John Russo Booby Hatch poster here, sir.
I mean, if you want to see some of the most horrifying Russo and Russ Streiner saying stuff that you never want to hear them say and doing stuff that you never want to see them do, this is the movie for you.
Okay, listen.
Oh, God, here we go.
I have, so on two different levels here. This movie's not good. I will not say like, oh, it's great. It's not perfect. But I do have a soft spot in my heart for it because the first time that I watched this movie, I watched it with the sole intent of seeing David Emge.
Well, that's the reason
Right.
I would
In
want to
this
watch
film.
it.
And so the first time I watched it, I put it on, I'm watching it. I see David's scene. It's funny. I like, David's really cool in it. He's doing like this weird, Humphrey Bogart impression in it. And then as soon as that scene's over, I pause it. I look at my phone, and that's when I found out that David Emge passed away.
Oh.
In this weird, yeah. So I'll forever associate this movie with David.
Wow.
And I think he's hilarious in it. I think it's the best thing about the movie.
And I will say that there's an excellent bonus feature on the DVD that has David in it talking about doing the movie. That was fun.
Yeah, good stuff. And that was Felsher did that. So
right,
yeah, that one's cool. So yeah, personally, I have a soft spot in my heart for this movie just because of that experience. It was just like this weird happenstance where like for some reason that Sunday night I had nothing else to do. I was like, well, I guess now it's time to watch Booby Hatch, but David's in it, so I want to see that. Watching it again the other night, I will say it's bad, but I've never seen anything else like it. I'm not an aficionado on these type of movies. Maybe this was a popular subgenre back in the 70s. I don't know. I haven't seen a whole lot of these, but I've never seen anything like it because it's supposed to be a comedy, I guess, a sex comedy. So it's like a softcore porno comedy,
right?
But it's the Cherry Jankowski character in the film. It's also one of the most like disturbing, saddest movies you've ever seen because this poor woman in this movie is abused and sexually assaulted in every way you can possibly abuse and sexually assault a woman in a movie.
That's why it's in the fire.
but it's played in such a joking, like lighthearted way that it's just so weird. It's why I say I've never seen anything else like it. Because everything is made out to be this lighthearted joke, but at the same time, it's like, oh, but that's not funny. That's really uncomfortable. Like, why would you do that? Like, no.
It's this fascinating sort of moment in time, right? Where the gang is sort of splitting apart a little bit at this point, or maybe already have gone their separate ways. I don't know.
Yeah.
And George is, getting ready to do some amazing stuff, and everybody else decided to go in a completely different direction, and it just does absolutely nothing for me.
There is some funny aspects to it. Like I like when the double entendres and the innuendos and stuff from some of the dialogue when they're talking about some of the sex toys and stuff. But yeah, it's just watching it again the other night. I was just like, man, this is actually kind of a really depressing movie, but it's not presented in that way at all. And Rudy Ritchie in the film, like in terms of like Russo's filmmaking, some of the shots and some of the cinematography in this movie is some of the best stuff that Russo's ever done. Like when Rudy Ritchie, like the scene where Rudy's like going to the amusement park and he's riding the Ferris wheel, and there's the shot of him on the boat by himself, and it's it's a funny scene, but it's actually shot really, really well. Like it looks nice as opposed to most everything else Russo's ever been associated with. So it's like there's some filmmaking gravitas to it, and it's in its own weird little way.
Yeah. And the only other positive thing that I'll say about it, and this is on that bonus feature, is the revelation that David Emge got Dawn of the Dead because he did this movie. He was introduced to George through Rudy, right? And
Yeah.
that's how he ended up being able to audition for Dawn. So that is certainly the most positive thing that came out of this movie. But so, maybe if you want to bump it up to socks off, that's the most that I will accept on this one.
Well, I would put it in its ignorance is only exceeded by its charm.
Oh my
Because
God.
I think there's a lot of ignorance going on in this movie, but there is a certain charm to it.
Michelle, I wish I had your help on this one.
I
I
wish
you'd
I'd
seen
seen it. I really do, because of David Emge. It's why I've always wanted to see it.
Well, David's great. Yeah, I think the poster at least puts in the socks category, says Steven.
It's a good poster.
It says Booby goes in the sock tier. There's a joke there, but YouTube would not allow it.
All
okay,
right. I got some support.
Sock, And Robert says, "No, thank you. I have no interest ever."
Correct answer.
But you get the final say on this one. I'm just saying I have a soft spot for it because of David. And watching it, like I said, there's nothing else that I can really say that it's like. I'm sure there are other pictures from around this time that they were trying to emulate, because God forbid Russo or any of those guys try to do anything original. But
I haven't even heard people talk about it. Like, aside from David being in it, that's the only thing I knew about the movie, and that it was something about sex toys or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be a sex comedy, but like, I don't know. I think I don't know if there's a political aspect to it, because I mean, the original title of the film was The Liberation of Cherry Jankowski. And it's basically about a woman who's sexually liberated and, doing her thing. But at the same time, it opens her up to all this like sexual abuse from every man in her life, from just random people she's sitting next to on the bus, to her therapist, to she's just an object at this point. So I don't know if there was something else there underneath, but it's uncomfortable to watch now. And you're just like, and the movie's playing it off as just like slapstick goofiness, but it's just like that's that's not funny. I don't know, but it's just weird. But you get final say, Paul.
R.I.P. David, and thank you, Felsher, for the wonderful special feature. But is this shit supposed to knock our socks off? That's the best I can do.
That seems reasonable.
All right. Here we go.
Is this the shit that's supposed to knock our socks off?
All right, we'll move it up a little bit. All right.
That's a pretty decent balance right there, though.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised there's not more in Another One for the Fire.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised. And if it were up to you guys, there'd be even less, because you guys would probably put Uncle John as a zombie.
I would have put Uncle John up higher for sure.
Yeah.
No, not perfect. It would have made, but it would have made at least probably the second tier.
You guys want to change anything, or you think? I mean,
I know what you want to change.
Yeah, we'll just do that right now.
Right back where it goes, you.
No, I think it's pretty good. But good debate.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
send you. Solid.
I'm gonna send you Pharaoh memes all week, just so you know.
No, don't do that. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it again. I'll give it another chance some other time. But yeah, watching it, I was just like not feeling it at all.
You didn't even finish it. You probably would have hated the end.
I couldn't.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I can't do anymore.
You would probably hate the ending. You would probably hate the ending.
I just can't do anymore. Yeah, I mean, David's pretty much doing an impression of James Cagney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the film. And his name's like Angelo Fettuccine or something. They all have ridiculous names. Yeah. But anyway, so there's the final list. Ranking the Romero-Adjacent Films. It only took us 3.5 hours to do it, but by God, we got there. Appreciate you guys.
For an hour. Let's start with that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sorry.
Oh, this is so much fun. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Thank you for getting me to watch my Uncle John as a zombie. I never would have watched it without you.
I watched it, but yeah. But yeah, Paul, you got anything coming up? I know you got your YouTube channel. You got anything coming up on your YouTube channel? I know you got the film coming up, work coming up. Anything you want to plug here real quick before we get out of here?
Yeah, actually, Tuesday night, I have a interview show that I do with independent filmmakers. It's called Into the Night Tonight, sort of like a Tonight Show for indie film. And I'm interviewing Kansas Bowling, who directed Cuddly Toys, which I mentioned at the top of the show.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, if you want to come check out my interview with her, that'll be out Tuesday night. And then we also have a show called The Brooks Basement, which is basically like a ripoff of the Criterion Closet, where I have Midwestern folk come over and pick out a couple movies and talk about it. So Into the Night Motion Pictures on YouTube, if you want to check that out.
Awesome. I'll definitely be there for that.
Cool.
Awesome.
Michelle, you got anything you want to plug? You do anything anytime soon?
Just me. There's a joke in there.
Do you even have a YouTube channel? Because I try to find you and I try to tag you in this stuff, and I'm just like
I don't know what the hell I'm doing with YouTube. I never watched YouTube until you came along. So there you go.
Come on, YouTube. You hear that? I'm bringing people to the table here. Pay me. Give me money.
You're bringing newbies in. So no, this is Sophie's headset. I had to steal from her. Like, I don't. No, I'm not very technically inclined. Unfortunately.
Well, you certainly have your fan base over here. Steven in the chat here has just been going crazy all night long about that blue shirt. So.
Well, this is advertisement for you, right? I have a purple Alfa Romero one that is form fitting that he probably
see if you want to look sexy and sensuous,
shop Alfa Romero.
Shop.alfaromero.store. You know where to go.
Big time shopping.
That's right.
I hope I get a chance to hang out with y'all in June at the mall. I would love to do that.
We'll be there.
Absolutely, man. We'll be there.
We'll be in a pack.
Me and a couple of my friends got a Airbnb, like sort of up on the hill near downtown, and we got a hot tub and everything. So if anybody wants to come over,
that sounds good to me. So it's like Mount Washington area or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome. This actually, the background here on the stream of this image of Pittsburgh was actually taken on Mount Washington. It's a picture that our good buddy Will took when we were in Pittsburgh a couple of years ago. So
cool. That'll be my view.
Well, I'll be there.
Come on over. Let's drink some Iron City.
That's right.
Hell yeah, man. You gotta tell me twice.
Man.
We'll do that for sure.
Sweet.
But thanks everybody in the chat. This was fun. Glad you guys hung out. Frank Jones, Uncle John signed on Blu-ray.
I'm jealous. I hope to get my own copy. I hope he's there in June.
Throw that fucker in the fire, sir. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. But yeah, I'll be back next week, guys. A couple weeks from now, I got another tier list show I'm going to be doing with the Revival House guys. We're going to be doing all of Tom Savini's effects work throughout his career.
Nice.
So we'll be ranking all of those films. So that should be fun because I know those guys are huge Tom Savini fans. So it'd be fun to get their take on this stuff. But yeah, until then, guys, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until next week, be safe, be prepared. But always stay scared.